seconds, we'll fire the sponsors. Go ahead. Fire the sponsors.
You're watching Crookston Pirate Activities on the KROX live stream. It's brought to you in part by Riverview Health, American Crystal Sugar Company, CHS Egg Services, Christian Brothers Ford, Bremer Bank, Grove Mechanical, Crookston Eye Clinic and Foston Eye Clinic, Crookston Valley Co-op, Hugo's Family Marketplace, United Valley Bank, the Benedictine Living Community, Villa St. Vincent, Ottertail Power Company, Crookston School District, Cess Vanderhoff, Andy Omen State Farm, the City of Crookston, and Tri-Valley Head Start, all bringing you Crookston Pirate Activities on the KROX live stream. As the Crookston Pirates look for their first win of the season, they're 0-5. They take on the Warroad Warriors, who won their first game of the season as they beat the St. Cloud Cathedral. I'm not sure what they are, but St. Cloud Cathedral beat them. And then they've lost their next four. So Warroad is 1-5. Both teams looking for their first section win. And this could be a big one as the winner would have the head-to-head tie-break advantage over the other. And the big key is you don't want to have to play the number one ranked team in the state, the defending state champions in the first round, the Barnesville Trojans, who are still number one, just edging Caledonia again. So yeah, that's a lot to play for here, and obviously the Pirates want to get that first win. They don't even care it's homecoming. I can honestly tell you that as a football player, you wanted to win homecoming, but you wanted to win the game. It didn't matter if it was homecoming. You want to win every Friday. So the Pirates want to get that first win. That's more important, and then the dance can be a little more fun for those that are going to it after, for the football players anyway. And taking a look at the last week, it wasn't pretty for the Pirates. They just turned the ball over too many times as they came up short by a score of 36-19. The good news is the Pirates saw good things from Carter Coet at quarterback, and he is going to get the start at quarterback here tonight. So the Pirates going to give Warroad a little bit of a different wrinkle. And the Warroad Warriors, for Pirate basketball fans, Liam Grover, he is their quarterback. He is an outstanding athlete. The Pirates recognize that from the basketball court. He's had a great career playing hoops, but he's also a very solid quarterback. He can throw, he can run, and he can mix it up. He has some nice weapons. They have very good linemen, as Warroad always seems to have. Very solid linemen. They have some good size as well. And that obviously is going to be the key to the game. Holding on to the ball, both coaches talked about that. We'll have both interviews. That's going to be coming up here in the pregame show. We about a minute or so late getting on here, and the reason for that is the Section 8A girls tennis seeds in the section tournament have been announced. And the seeding pretty much went as we predicted about a week ago on our Sports Beaver column. Was Staples Motley, no surprise. They are the top team, and I didn't ask, but I'm pretty sure the unanimous favorite and number one pick by all teams. There's no doubt about that. Thief River Falls is probably the unanimous number two. And then Crookston received the number 3 seed, Perham 4, East Grand Forks 5, Wadena Deer Creek 6, Park Rapids 7, Roseau 8, Parkers Prairie 9. Crookston will play Wadena Deer Creek at 3 o'clock on Thursday at Courts Plus. If the Pirates would win, they would play again. They say 6 o'clock. They're only giving 90 minutes for each match, which we all know will not happen. So the Pirates will probably get started much later than 6, but if they win, they would play the Thief River Falls Park Rapids winner of the championship a week from today at 9 a.m. in Fargo. The individual seeds are also announced as we take a look at our Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. In singles, Addie Fee received the number 7 seed, and Paige Abrahamson received the number 8 seed. In doubles, Staples Motley shocked the coaches as they're going to take their top two singles players, including the Rutten girl, who's ranked number 4 in the state in individuals, or in singles, and they are going to team up. So they're the number 1 seed, no doubt about that. Then Isabel Smith and Emma Gunderson, they received the number 4 seed for the Pirates, and then the other doubles team of Brecken Tall and Kaylee Klassen received the number 5 seed. But the doubles tournament got significantly harder today with that combo of the 2 top players from Staples who are a legit favorite to place at the state tournament. So basically you're fighting for the second place and try to make it to state that way. That is an update on our scoreboard. Well, we have a final in football already. We'll tell you about that coming up a little later in our pregame show, but we're going to hear from the coaches. And those interviews are going to be coming up next as you're tuned in to Crookston and Warroad football. And a big Section 8 AA matchup. The Pirates 0-5, Warroad 1-4. The coach's interview is going to be coming up next, right here on KROX.
It's always growing season here at United Valley Bank. We're focused on growth for our customers and communities, success for farms and businesses, and improvement for ourselves. Partner with us, and you'll see firsthand just how much the right hometown banking team can change your perspective. Together, there's no limit to the heights we can reach.
United Valley Bank, our roots make us stronger.
Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Harvest is more than the act of reaping what you've sown. It's the culmination of months of hard effort, along with a few weeks of working 24/7 to bring the crop in. At Sesvanderhof, we're continuously working to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature, so that you can end each harvest on a high note. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sesvanderhof, a passion that grows.
From shoulder to hand, hips to toes, and everything in between, the Riverview Health Orthopedic Team has you covered. With advanced training and joint replacements, upper and lower extremity, spine, foot, and ankle care, you know you'll be in good hands with Dr. Spinell, Schall, Sekundiak, Stanky, Kim, and Abasi. For appointments, call Riverview Clinic at 218-281-9595.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care. Riverview Health.
With the fall season right around the corner, Grove Mechanical in Crookston is ready to prepare you for winter. They suggest having your heating system serviced regularly to keep things running smoothly. A skilled technician will clean and service your heating equipment to ensure safe and efficient operation. It's never too early to get ready for the upcoming winter season. Before the cold sets in, call Grove Mechanical today, your hometown heating and cooling professionals. Give them a call, 218-281-3863, or visit their website, grovemech.com.
You can make a sweet life right here in the Red River Valley with a career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Our shift schedule offers 14 days off per month, which gives you time for family, friends, the great outdoors, and everything else you enjoy about small town living. Entry-level positions are available, and pay starts around $18 per hour. Apply today at crystalsugar.com and share in our sweet success.
We continue the Riverview Health pregame show on KROX as we talk with the head coach of the Warroad Warriors, Coach Brandon Barker. And Coach, well, you're coming off a loss last week overall. Well, you ran into another tough team, but how'd you play?
The one thing that, every week, just like every team does, is that we're identifying things that we need to improve on, and I felt in the last few weeks that we're moving forward. We are improving on aspects of our game, our pass run game, and parts of our defense, especially tackling.
And what are the biggest positives you took away from last week?
So the biggest positives is I think our offensive line play was one thing we were able to put together some rushing plays that we felt were positive and an improvement from the week before.
How about the things you have to work on from last week?
Things we have to work on, tackling is always something that I feel that we need to work on and continually get better with, and reducing big plays. That's the main thing I've seen, especially with the teams we've played in the last few weeks, just reducing the amount of big plays.
Hey, you get ready to take on Crookston. What should we expect from Warroad offensively tonight?
Offensively, we're a spread offense. We stay in shotgun the entire time, and we like to run and pass. We're kind of probably close to 40-60 with the pass to the run.
And you have a multi-faceted quarterback
which is always nice to have.
Yes, that's the offense is set so that he is the main focus. He will run, he will pass, he does a lot for our offense.
And one thing Warroad always seems to have, your line play. You said you've got some good size there, and you've had some pretty good line play, but that always seems to be a constant for you.
It's something that we focus on, and we have some experienced linemen. We have a couple of younger guys that have come along pretty well, but overall it's usually one of our strengths, and it's something that we focus on and will continue to every single week.
How about Crookston? What do you know about them?
Crookston is always a very talented team. This year, they offensively, we know that they like to spread it out, and they will go to a double tight, double wing, which is challenging for us to be able to prep for both styles. And we're looking forward to the challenge, and we know that they're going to present us with a good game.
How about defensively for the Warriors? What should we expect tonight?
Defensively, we like to bring pressure. That's been our focus this year, is just to bring pressure. So that's the one thing to expect, is that our linebackers will bring some pressure.
We're going into week 6. How's the health of the Warriors?
It's like I'm guessing like most teams. We're down a few players, but overall, we're decently healthy.
If you can narrow it down to 2 or 3 keys for a Warroad victory, can you name a few?
Number one would be sustaining drives and scoring touchdowns. That's one thing in the past few weeks. We haven't had much luck scoring touchdowns, and defensively is limiting the big plays, like I mentioned, and making sure that we're tackling, getting multiple players to the football.
And how important is a good start? Not necessarily maybe scoring a touchdown. Obviously, you would take that in a heartbeat. Every coach would. But how important is just getting off to a good start? Maybe a sustained drive or forcing a 3-and-out or something like that.
Definitely important. If we get started on defense, a 3-and-out would be wonderful. If we're starting an offensive sustained drive, and just the big thing too is just the turnover battle as well. As if we're on offense not turning the ball over, we're on defense forcing those turnovers.
Coach, we thank you for talking with us. Best of luck tonight and the rest of the season.
Thank you.
And that is the head coach of the Warroad Warriors, Coach Barker. We thank him for talking with us here in the Riverview Health pregame show. We'll take a break. We'll be back. We'll hear from the head coach of the Crookston Pirates, Coach Nate Lebarski. And, must be homecoming. We've got Trevor Brecken all dressed up, looking spiffy with the suit and tie. And it is homecoming here tonight. Always fun to see the dads all dressed to the nines. And so a big game here. Not only it's a big game for the Pirates, they need to get a win. This is a chance to get a win before you play number 1 ranked Barnesville next week, and then Hawley in the final week of the regular season. So a very important game here for Crookston. We'll take a break. We'll be back. We'll hear from the head coach of the Crookston Pirates, Coach Nate Lebarski. That's going to be coming up next as we continue the Riverview Health pregame show on KROX.
Shopping for groceries is easier than ever with Hugo's Family Marketplace. To simplify life, Hugo's offers convenient online shopping with delivery or curbside pickup at gohugos.com. Even better, shop on the go with the Hugo's Family Marketplace smartphone app. Download e-coupons, recipes, grocery lists, weekly ads, and place your grocery order right from your phone. Save time and save big with Hugo's Family Marketplace, your hometown grocer since 1939.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
Come see the Crookston or Foston Eye Clinic for all your eye care needs. Whether you're due for an eye exam, looking for new contact lenses, glasses, need cataract surgery, or anything else eye-related, Drs. Forget, Smith, and Janetta are all accepting new patients. They offer a wide array of glasses, contacts, and sunglasses. Need specialized eyewear for a specific activity? From specific ski or snowmobile goggles to performance sunglasses for running or cycling to a full spectrum of specialty tents and eyewear for trap shooters, the Crookston or Foston Eye Clinic can help maximize your visual performance for whatever your passion is.
Hello, this is Lindsay Erdman, Executive Director at Benedictine Living Community Crookston. Over the years, we have seized the opportunity to make changes and improve the services that we offer. Healthcare has taken on a very distinct evolution, focusing on post-acute, short stay, and return to home. It is our privilege to continue to serve our community with continuum of care ranging from assisted living, memory care, post-acute, short stay, and extended care. We are so grateful for the support of Crookston and the surrounding communities. In this season of giving and reflection, please know how very proud Benedictine Living Community of Crookston is to serve our community.
This is my farm.
Don't come out here and tell me what I need.
I need solutions that work
and market options that are worth my time.
Small town support that sees the bigger picture.
A global network that empowers us. A co-op that's there for us every day.
Welcome back to the Riverview Health pregame show on KROX as we had a chance to talk with the head coach of the Crookston Pirates, Coach Nate Lebarski, and talk to him about last week's game where they saw some pretty good things. Also the game all coming up here tonight. And they're facing a myriad of some injuries and others, so they're having to make adjustments on the fly as well. So we will hear now from Coach Nate Lebarski. We continue the Riverview Health pregame show on KROX as we talk with the head coach of the Crookston Pirates, Coach Nate Lebarski. And Coach, it's homecoming. Always an exciting week. A lot of activities. The girls have had powder puff football. I know a lot of the guys were helping coach that, and those are always fun, competitive matchups, and a lot of excitement around homecoming. And the Pirates looking for that first win and taking on a Warroad team who has one win, and a lot of excitement coming into this week.
Yeah, homecoming is always an exciting time. You know, you hope you get some alumni back too to watch the game and be around the festivities. You know, Linda Morgan and the whole crew at CHS does a really good job with everything that goes on during the week, and kids are a little more excited this week than they are to be in school, and so it's a lot of fun. But hopefully we keep the focus on practice and the game when it's time for that.
The nice thing with the guys, they know they have a task at hand, and they've had the coronation, they've done all that, but it's the football game. That's why there's homecoming. It's because of high school football games in general, whether it's college or high school. And the big task now, it's Friday. Got to win that homecoming game.
Yeah, that's right. You always want to win your homecoming game, and you want to win at home too. That's a goal, and this is a little unique for us this year because we did push homecoming to our last home game. So even though we had our senior night last week, it is potentially one of the last times our seniors will play on this field. So a lot of things going into this game along with homecoming.
Well, looking at it's going to be tough to get a home playoff game at this point. This could be the last Pirate football game ever played on this field.
It could be. Yeah. We've discussed it, certainly with our seniors, and we everybody wants to send them out on a good note.
Hopefully it's the last Pirate football game on this field and you're playing on your backyard next year. But let's talk about last week. You took on a Roseau team, no surprise. Borovich from Roseau had a big factor, and whether it's been girls basketball, boys basketball, football, the Boroviches, there's still some around, this time on the boys side, and you ran into a pretty solid player there.
Yeah, he's a very good player. His brother's a good player as well. So there's a couple of them out there, and they played well. We played pretty well on defense, except for a few plays that they beat us on the edge. And granted, when you give a good athlete space, they're going to make you pay, and he did. And we turned the ball over a few too many times, and also, when we turned it over, it turned into touchdowns, which a turnover is one thing. When it turns into 6 points every time, that's a difficult hurdle to overcome.
Speaking of good athletes, you had a very big bright spot in the fourth quarter. You had Carter Coette came in at quarterback, and he did some nice things for you.
Yeah, Carter seemed very comfortable in that role. It's not always easy to get thrown into that, but he is a senior. He's played a lot of football. He was, ready for that time to be able to manage the game, and he did a really nice job. Gave us a little spark with his legs at times, and got out of some trouble. Threw the ball fairly well too, and yeah, we look for more of that from him. So.
With that being said, there's always talk of quarterback controversy. Tegan Lubinsky does have a bum shoulder, so Carter Coet is going to get the start at quarterback. And is that a combination of the injury to Tegan, but also the way Carter plays?
Yeah, a little bit of both. I mean, Tegan's struggling a little bit with his shoulder, but Tegan's also a kid that just wants to play ball, and we don't have a quarterback controversy. Tegan's going to factor into our offense tonight too. So it's not that he's not going to play; he's just going to play in a little different role to start the game. Yeah.
And knowing both kids, like you said, they don't care as long as they're on the field and have a chance to give their team a win. That's all they care about. They want to get a win.
Yep, and that's the great thing about those kids. Yep, they don't, they're in it for the team. They're not in for themselves. So,
talk about the positives you took away from the Roseau game.
I thought we played better up front. Those guys up front, and quite honestly, tonight, in a game like this, we're going to lean on those guys again to kind of take another step. But I thought up front we played well at times, or we didn't give up much run up the middle on defense. I thought we were pretty solid there. And I thought when we went on those drives that we did last week, those guys had a huge hand in that and being able to run the football. So.
How about the negatives? What do you have to change from last week to this week?
Can't turn the ball over. Yeah, we have to keep possession of the ball, and then we have to limit or eliminate the big play opportunities. I mean, if we're playing defense and we're making it tough on you, we need to get off the field and then also not allow those explosive plays.
You've had defensive drives where you've given up maybe 10, 12 plays, but you end up getting a stop. The longer you make a drive go, especially in high school, but any level, college or pros, the more plays they have to run, the more likely you are to stop them or to get a turnover or something like that.
Yeah, it's the one plays and score, the one or two and score are tough, and we've had those a few times this year. We've had them to start the game even, and so those are kind of emotionally draining too. So you have to battle through that, but so we have to try to eliminate those and try to come up with some of those ourselves. So.
You get ready to take on Warroad, a team that won, I think it was their first game against St. Cloud Cathedral. They've struggled a little bit the rest of the way. What do you know about them?
Yeah, similar to us. Their quarterback is a solid player. I mean, he's going to run the ball. At times, he's going to call his own number. At times, he'll try to break the pocket. Throws the ball fairly well, and they're good size up front. So they mirror us in a lot of ways, and so I think the more aggressive team with a good start to the football game is going to have the upper hand here.
With having the multi-talented or dimensional quarterback, that always makes things a lot tougher, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, because you can play really solid defense. You might be playing good in the pass, and then he kind of breaks your heart because he gets out of the pocket and gets a first down or whatever. So yeah, they can be hard to contain at times, and they can be demoralizing when you've played pretty well on that particular snap and they still get some yardage out of it. So.
How about defensively? What do you expect from Warroad?
Yeah, they're gonna blitz some. They're gonna bring those guys. They move their linebackers around a fair amount, so don't necessarily know where they're coming from. So our guys up front have to have good communication. I think that they've worked on it all week, and they've gotten better in that department as well, being able to talk to each other. So that'll be a big key for us. Just make sure we get guys blocked up.
The health of your team, how are you doing there? We're getting to week 6 now, and this is the time of year where it gets a little colder and the muscles aren't quite as loose just from the heat. And you've had quite the change of temperatures here throughout the week as well. How is the health of the team?
I wish I could say that it was as good as it was in like week 3, but it's not for us. I mean, we did go through some injuries last week and the last couple of weeks that we haven't necessarily recovered from. So we'll be playing a little bit different lineup. Guys are stepping in. They had to last week as well at the end of the game, which they got some experience there, and now they have a week of practice. So we're excited for their opportunities, although we'd really like the guys that aren't going to be able to play tonight to come back as soon as possible.
Can you narrow it down to 2 or 3 keys for a Pirate victory on homecoming and the final home game?
Yeah, I think, for us to be able to move the ball on offense, we like the way we were able to sustain drives in this last game. I think we need to do that as well in this game. Running the football on a night like tonight is going to be key, and I think it will be going forward, as our temperature changes and stuff like that. So running the football, our guys up front, and then our guys up front on defense as well, being able to stop the run and making them maybe one-dimensional, kind of knowing where those things are going, and then still looking for that special teams play. We could use a real explosive play on special teams. Yep.
And one last question: how important is getting off to a good start? We've seen a second play of the game against Pelican Rapids, they score, and how big is you? Maybe not necessarily scoring right away, but not allowing them to score. Maybe get a good drive and just set that tone right away.
Yeah, I don't think we've had that all year, and we could really use it. I think it kind of pumps a little life into you for the rest of the game, and we could use one of those where we go down and score, like you say, we get a stop, and then we go on a drive. Maybe we don't score, but we're maintaining the ball for a fair amount of the first quarter or whatever. Just playing good, solid football, and reiterating that we can do that.
Coach, thanks for talking with us. Happy homecoming and best of luck tonight.
All right, thanks, Chris.
That is the head coach of the Crookston Pirates, Coach Nate Labarski, and we thank him for joining us here in the Riverview Health pregame show. We'll take a break. We'll be back, and we will get you up to date on the starting lineups. We will also take a look at our Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. The Pirates, they are going to receive to start. It was Warroad. They won the toss. They deferred to the second half. So Crookston, of course, decided to receive. They'll be receiving on the south end of the field. And, of course, they will be going south to north, we are hoping, in their first offensive series of the game. As we said, this will be, hopefully, there's no chance the Pirates, they could win the final 3 games. I guess if they won the final 3 games, they could maybe get a home playoff game. But they have number 1 Barnesville next week, and that pretty much puts a damper on winning out, but hey, you never know. It's very likely this is going to be the last ever Crookston Pirate football game on this field. And when we say hopefully, it's because, hopefully they can win the last 3 games of the regular season and maybe get a home playoff game. But they're going to start construction of that complex, and the plan is still, as of now, of course, that can change with construction, but the plan is to have the Pirate football team playing in the new multi-use facility right behind the high school next year. So this very likely could be the last Pirate football game on this field. That is, we'll take a break. We'll be back. Take a look at those starting lineups. Tell you all about that. Take a look at our Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. All that and more is coming up as we continue the Riverview Health pregame show on KROX.
At Crookston High School, we really have a lot going on.
There isn't that much going on.
Oh yeah? We have
softball,
baseball,
track and field, soccer, swimming, tennis,
golf,
volleyball,
trap shooting, hockey,
basketball,
wrestling.
So we have a lot of sports.
And there is
orchestra, band,
choir, visual arts,
speech,
theater,
Leo Club.
And Crookston is one of the highest academic schools in the region.
Really?
Yeah, really, especially in math and science.
I guess we do have a lot going on.
Yeah, and that's why Crookston High School is
my education destination.
Ever wonder what your city government does for you? They provide police and fire protection, emergency and disaster preparation, building code and zoning enforcement, street repair, cleaning and snow plowing, curbside garbage and recycling collection, plus spring and fall cleanup weeks. They deliver safe drinking water and maintain a wastewater system. They care for 22 parks and provide year-round recreation activities. They give loans for economic development and housing. They do all this and much more with the help of your city employees.
For all of your automotive service needs, call Christian Brothers Ford here in Crookston. We have a service team to handle all of your vehicle's needs. Does your vehicle pull to the right or left? Call and schedule an alignment today. Proper alignment saves gas and wear on your tires. We're here to take care of your vehicle repairs and maintenance. Call Christopher or Jersey in the service department at 281-1338. Make an appointment today with the service department at Christian Brothers Ford of Crookston, where we make it easy.
Crookston Valley Cooperative would like to thank area growers for their patronage this year and wish you all a safe and prosperous harvest. Since 1979, Crookston Valley Cooperative has been your full-service local agronomy dealer, delivering on the products and service that you've come to expect. For all your fall fertilizer needs, stop by or call Jake at 281-1178. Crookston Valley Cooperative, here to keep you growing.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Efficiencies are critical, which is why you need a lender who will find the right loan structure for a strong financial future. You need a lender to look out for your whole farm operation. Ag Country.
Now it's time to take a look at the starting lineups brought to you by Napa Crookston Welding and Machine in Crookston. And they have what you need. And to make sure your battery will start the first time every time, buy a Legend battery from Napa Crookston Welding and Machine. They handle all your Legend battery needs for your cars, trucks, recreational vehicles, snowmobiles, and ATVs. Now here's the Napa Crookston Welding and Machine starting lineups. First for the Crookston Pirate offense, since they will be receiving to start the game. They have a little bit of a different look here. Braden Peterson, a junior, will start on the line, along with Riley Helgeson, a 6'4", 290-pound junior. Jose Arriaga, he is a sophomore. Clay Hansen, a 5'10", 270-pound senior. And Vincent Herberg getting his a start here, the senior. That is the 5 linemen for the Pirates. The quarterback will be Carter Collette, a 6', 170-pound senior. Then the tight end will be Tate Hamry, a 6'3", 190-pound sophomore. Parker Kelly is a wide receiver, a 6'1", 160-pound junior. And Miles Moore, a senior, getting a start as well. The tailbacks will be Tegan Lebinsky, a 5'11", 180-pound junior. And Lionel Luna, a junior. You'll also see Jake Erickson and possibly Antonio Romero as well. The Warroad Warrior defense going to look like this. They go with a 3-man front. Will Anderson, a 5'11", 170-pound junior with 5 tackles on the season. Cody Kavarnlov, the nose tackle, a 6'1", a 370-pound junior, 15.5 tackles. Cale Thompson, a 6'2", 240-pound sophomore with 5.5 tackles on the year. They'll go with 4 linebackers. Teferi Reeves, a 6', 180-pound junior with 11 tackles, 1 sack. Shanks Strickler, a 6', 225-pound senior, 31.5 tackles, 1 sack. Logan Kavarnlov, a 5'11", 215-pound senior, 12 tackles, 1 sack, 1 INT. And the 4th linebacker will be Jarrett Jansen, a 5'10", 165-pound senior. He has 1.5 tackles on the year. The 4 defensive backs will be Liam Grover, a 6'4", 200-pound junior with 11.5 tackles. Ryan Moen, a 5'8", 130-pound senior with 12.5 tackles. Ben Norris, a 5'10", 175-pound senior with 16 tackles. And Sam Hard, a 6', 160-pound sophomore with 3.5 tackles and an interception as well. You'll also see the likes of Zach Rose, Cannon Hoffman, Will Hardwick, Logan Broadshog, Logan Gustafson, Andrew Mayfield, and Kyler Lean as well. For Crookston offensively, statistically speaking, Carter Collette, he will be getting his first start at quarterback. He is 7 of 11 passing for 81 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He has 26 carries for 119 yards, 13 receptions for 79 yards. Tate Hamry, the leading receiver, he has 9 receptions for 90 yards and a touchdown. The leading receiver not at quarterback, we should say. Then you have Tegan Lebinsky. He has had 68 carries for 140 yards and 2 touchdowns on the season as well. Jake Erickson, he's handled the ball quite a bit also. So that is a look at the starting lineups brought to you by Napa Crookston Welding and Machine. Well, we'll take a break. We'll be back, and we're going to take a look at the starting. Actually, let's take a look at the Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. Draft Sports Bar and Grill Every Friday night, they have St. Louis ribs from 5 to 9, $17 for a half rack, $22 for a full rack. Then Saturday, it's prime rib night from 5 to 9. A 10-ounce prime rib is $23, 14 ounces is $28, and Sunday is build your own mac and cheese from 5 to 8. They're open Tuesday through Sunday, daily, every each of those days at 11 a.m. They are closed on Mondays. And taking a look at our scoreboard update, we can tell you the Pirate girls tennis team, the Section 8A seeding meeting was held today in Mahnomen, and the Crookston Pirate girls will be the number 3 seed. Number 1, no surprise, Staples Motley. Number 2 was the Thief River Falls Prowlers, who edged the Pirates 4-3, and the Pirates are missing 2 starters. Then Crookston 3, Perham 4, East Grand Forks 5, Wadena Deer Creek 6, Park Rapids is 7, Roseau 8, Parker's Prairie 9. So Crookston will play Wadena Deer Creek at 3 on Thursday at Courts Plus and Fargo. If they win that match, they would play again at 6 p.m. against the winner of Thief River Falls and Park Rapids, with the championship to be held at 9 a.m. on Friday, October 13th. And the individual seeds for Crookston, Addie Fee, number 7 seed at singles, and it was Paige Abrahamson, number 8 seed at singles. And on the doubles side, Staples Motley, they shocked everybody a little bit as they take their top 2 singles players. One is ranked number 4th in the state, and they had doubled them up. They're going to be playing doubles, so the doubles tournament going to be very, very difficult. And the Staples Motley team is number 1, of course. Isabel Smith and Emma Gunderson of Crookston received the number 4 seed, and Brecken Tall and Kaylee Klassen received the number 5 seed. And other scores that we have 2 finals already. And women's soccer, UMC shut out again. They lose to Northern State by a score of 3-0. And in double overtime in high school football, Goodrich Greg Levy, Kitson County Central, 16-8. Those are the finals that we have. We're going to take a break, and coming up next, we're going to have Crookston Pirate Football. They're hosting Warroad in the homecoming game. Warroad 1-4, Crookston 0-5. Kickoff is coming up next, right here on KROX.
All of us love sports, but not all sports are created equal. College sports have big budgets, dedicated alumni networks, and corporate sponsorships. Professional sports have even deeper pockets, millionaire owners, lucrative TV and radio deals, and merchandise sales. High school sports have you. Everyone agrees high school sports give us plenty of reasons to cheer. And now's a great time for us to give back. Supporting your hometown high school won't cost you much, but it will go a long way to ensuring the games we love the most are here to stay. Minnesota High School Sports. They're good for our kids, good for our community, and best of all, they're good for you.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
Shopping for groceries is easier than ever with Hugo's Family Marketplace. To simplify life, Hugo's offers convenient online shopping with delivery or curbside pickup at GoHugos.com. Even better, shop on the go with the Hugo's Family Marketplace smartphone app. Download e-coupons, recipes, grocery lists, weekly ads, and place your grocery order right from your phone. Save time and save big with Hugo's Family Marketplace, your hometown grocer since 1939.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
Come see the Crookston or Foston Eye Clinic for all your eye care needs. Whether you're due for an eye exam, looking for new contact lenses, glasses, need cataract surgery, or anything else eye-related, Drs. Forget, Smith, and Janetta are all accepting new patients. They offer a wide array of glasses, contacts, and sunglasses. Need specialized eyewear for a specific activity? From specific ski or snowmobile goggles to performance sunglasses for running or cycling to a full spectrum of specialty tints and eyewear for trap shooters, the Crookston or Foston Eye Clinic can help maximize your visual performance for whatever your passion is.
Hello, this is Lindsay Erdman, Executive Director at Benedictine Living Community Crookston. Over the years, we have seized the opportunity to make changes and improve the services that we offer. Healthcare has taken on a very distinct evolution, focusing on post-acute, short stay, and return to home. It is our privilege to continue to serve our community with continuum of care ranging from assisted living, memory care, post-acute, short stay, and extended care. We are so grateful for the support of Crookston and the surrounding communities. In this season of giving and reflection, please know how very proud Benedictine Living Community of Crookston is to serve our community.
This is my farm.
Don't come out here and tell me what I need.
I need solutions that work and market options that are worth my time.
Small town support that sees the bigger picture.
A global network that empowers us. A co-op that's there for us every day.
Going to be brought down after a gain of about 2 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 8 for the Pirates. And in on the tackle for Warroad. Coming up and making the stop there was Jared Johnson. So a 2-yard gain for Coet. 2nd and 8 for the Pirates. So it'll be Coet under center. He has one back in the backfield. He has 2 backs split out to each side, sort of a tight end / back formation. A handoff goes to Lionel Luna. He gets his first carry, and he is going to be brought down at the 41-yard line, and that's going to be a gain of 4 yards on the play. So the Pirates 6 yards on 2 carries, and they'll have it 3rd and 4. Good start here for the Pirates. See if they can get this first down and continue this drive. Under center again is Coet. He looks over the defense. The Warriors are going to blitz, and they got right through. The ball is loose, and Warroad jumps on top of it at the 35-yard line. The Pirates fumbled the ball as Warroad was shooting with the blitz. They were sending, there's about 8 guys in the box there. They forced the fumble. And the Pirates lose it, and Warroad going to recover it on the 35-yard line.
Chris, that was a bad exchange. Crookston never had it from the start on that handoff attempt, and the ball just kind of pinballed around in there and then squirted out, and Warroad ended up right on top of it.
And give credit to the defense of Warroad going with the blitz there, and that forces the Pirates to turn it over. So Warroad will start at the Crookston 35-yard line. We have 10:35 remaining, and the Warriors looking to put an exclamation point on this start of the game. They have a man in motion. Grover's going to hand off. And looking for some room on the near sideline. Coming up and making a big hit is Antonio Romero. And a hold is going to be called as well. So that's going to, the Pirates, they might want to decline that because that's a loss of about 5 yards on the play. So Reeves gets the handoff. He's going to be tagged for a loss of, well, why would they bring it to the 35? Unless the Pirates, they're going to accept it, I guess. I don't know. You get a loss of 6 yards. I decline the penalty. You cut a yard down and had a great defensive play there. Instead, they will take the penalty. So Warroad with their first penalty, a 10-yarder. It'll be a first down and 20 now. Man in motion, that's Reeves again. Grover will keep it this time. He's going to be met right at the line of scrimmage at the 45-yard line. That's going to be no gain on the play for Grover. So no gain. The Pirates with a good team defensive stop there. And it'll be second. Well, I guess Coach Lebarski knew what he was doing. 2nd and 10. Warroad taking their time in between plays. The clock continues to tick away. Just under 10 minutes remaining in this first quarter. Just underway here on this Friday night. Chilly, a windy night. Dropping back to pass is Grover. He's going to fire it on the near sideline. It's going to be picked off by Antonio Romero. Romero gets the interception inside they're going to mark it looks like, at the 5-yard line. And Grover is picked off. And the Pirates fumble. They come back. Antonio Romero gets the interception. And the Pirates get the ball right back. So both teams have turned it over in their first possession. Now Crookston will get the ball back, but they're deep in their own territory at their own 5. We have 9:38 remaining, first quarter of play. It'll be Coet. He is going to go out of the shotgun this time. He has Luna to his left. One receiver split out to the near sideline. The snap a little high. Hand off to Luna. There is no room there, and that is going to be a loss of about 4 yards back to the 1-yard line. So a loss of 4. Luna has 2 carries for no yards. And it'll be 2nd and 14 for the Pirates at their own 1-yard line. They're in dangerous territory here. I would, if I was a betting man, I would say Warroad going to send some blitzers from the linebacker area here. We'll see. Now the Pirates, they're going to try to spread things out so Warroad can't blitz. They have 2 receivers on the near side, 2 to the far side. Snap is a little high. Coet just with the quarterback keeper. He gets maybe back. They are going to call it a safety. He never got out of the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And Warroad gets on the board with 8:28 remaining. Coet will get a loss of 1 on the play. And it's a 2-0 lead for Warroad. 8:28 remaining. Warroad gets the safety. And it's a 2-0 lead for Warroad. Crookston will now have to kick off. And they're going to have to kick off from their own 20-yard line. So both snaps were a little high. And I really honestly don't know if that would have mattered or not. Warroad is getting right through.
Yeah, it was Cody Kavarnlov who really blew that play up on the line for Warroad. And it looked like from where I was standing, I was at about the 2 or 3 yard line, and I think Coet still needed another yard just to get out of the end zone.
Yeah, so the Pirates, they come up short. They had the ball at their own 5-yard line. They lost 4 on the first play, then lose, technically lose 1. You can't lose more than that. And into the end zone. So they lose 5 yards on 2 plays. And Warroad's defense comes up big once again. Pirates have struggled on the line all season long, and that's, when you don't have a win, that's usually first and foremost the spot you look at. And Warroad just getting right through. So now the Pirates going to have a free kick here. It'll be Ashton Schockman, and they are going to throw out to the tee. You can punt or kick. That's why they call it a free kick, and it looks like Schockman is going to kick off. Again, it's from the Pirates, their own 20-yard line. So Warroad going to have fantastic field position. It's an end-over-end kick, going to be taken by the Warriors at the 45-yard line, up to the 50, 45 to the 40, breaking a few tackles and looking for some room. That was Zach Rose, and he's going to return it all the way up to about the 38-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Warroad Warriors. So Warroad started with the ball at the Crookston 35. Now they're going to have it at the 37, we'll call it. 8:21 remaining in this first quarter of play. Out of the shotgun will be Grover. Grover has a running back to his left, man in motion. It's going to be a little shovel pass to the man in motion, Norris. He finds the outside, gets a first down and more, but there is a flag thrown right around the line of scrimmage, and that looks like that could be in the holding area. And it is holding again. See where they're going to mark it right at the line of scrimmage, or are they going to mark it from, give them a gain of a yard? We'll see where they end up marking it off from. See if we give credit for a yard on the pass or not. So they'll mark it back to the, yes, so they do. Now that'll be an official pass. One of two passing, and that'll be a yard for Norris. On the shovel pass, it'll be a 1st and 19. And the Pirates jump off sides. Going on the hard count was Warroad, and Luna jumped off sides. So that'll be a penalty on the Pirates. So a hold, now an offside. Teams exchanging turnovers, exchanging penalties. That'll give 5 yards back. It'll be 1st down and 15 now. So a lot of movement without an official play. Out of the shotgun will be Grover, the junior quarterback, and shovel pass it again over to Norris. He gets back to the original line of scrimmage. This time, no flags down, and we'll see where they officially mark it, but it looks like it's going to be close to the 35. No, back to about the 38. So that'll be a gain of about 2 yards on the play, 3 yards on the play, we'll call it. So that is, again, a shovel pass. 4 yards on 2 shovel passes officially for Warroad. Out of the shotgun is Grover again. This time he's going to hand it off, looking for some room, and getting upended is Zach Rose. Coming through, making the tackle there was who, Tyler? Was that Luna?
Yeah, so I believe Lionel Luna got in on that one.
So that'll be a loss of 1 on the play for Rose. It'll be 3rd and we'll call it 12. Back to the 39-yard line. 7.5 minutes remaining. Going in motion. Handoff this time, and leaping in the air and then getting hauled down. That was Romero again coming up to turn the running back in. That is Reeves, and then Reeves is stopped for no gain on the play. Actually, that looks like it's going to be a loss of 1 more. So Reeves with a loss of 1. It'll be 4th down and 12 for Warroad. They're inside, just inside the 40, and they're going to go for it here. It looks like. And why wouldn't you? 4th down and 12. Looking over to the bench is Grover. He's out of the shotgun. He has a running back to his right. 2 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near side. Dropping back to pass Grover. Fires over the middle. Has a receiver there, and it goes through his hands. It was a little behind the intended receiver, Caden Hoffman. He was looking for his 3rd reception of the year, but it's an incomplete pass, and it's a turnover on downs. So the drive will finish at technically the 39. So they lost 2 yards on that drive. And the Pirate defense comes up with a big-time stop there. Now Crookston, their 3rd possession of the game already. We have 6:34. We're not even halfway through this first quarter, and it'll be the 3rd possession for the Pirates. They've started at their own 35, their own 5, and now their own 39. Underneath center is Coet. Looks like a blitz again for Warroad. Coet Fakes the handoff, rolls out to his right, fires a pass, and it goes just over the hands of the intended receiver and almost picked off by Warroad, but it looked like it might have bounced right off the helmet. And I believe coming up and hitting him in the helmet was Stricker, so I think maybe getting a piece of it was the Pirate receiver, and an incomplete pass for Crookston, their first passing attempt of the game.
Yeah, Coet was looking for Parker Kelly there, a couple yards down the field, and just went right through his hands.
Two receivers split out to the near side for the Pirates. Two to the far side. Out of the shotgun again is Coet. He has Luna to his left in the backfield. Man in motion. That's going to be Lubinsky. Lubinsky, well, the fake handoff. Coet keeps it, but he's going to be hit for a loss of about 2, maybe 3 yards on the play. We'll call it a loss of 2 for Tegan Lubinsky. Pirates now with 5 carries and a loss of 1 yard. It'll be 3rd down and 12 for the Pirates. Yeah, we'll have to call it, 3rd and 12. A long 12. We don't have the hashes in the middle, but that's about long 12, we'll call it. Same formation, 2 receivers split out far side, 2 to the near side. Coet out of the shotgun. Looks like Warroad going to blitz once again. And it's going to be a handoff right side to Luna. He breaks a tackle at the line of scrimmage and then is hauled down after a gain of about 2 yards on the play. He now has 3 carries for 2 yards. And the Pirates going to have to punt it away here on 4th and 10. So they'll bring the punting crew in. Ashton Schockman is going to come in to punt. Schockman standing at about his own 28. Just under 5 minutes left, first quarter, 2-0. Warroad with the lead. High punt. Sort of caught up in the wind a little bit. Takes a Pirate roll at the 38, rolls down to about the 33. And that'll be a punt of 28 yards for Schockman. So a 3 and out for the Pirates. And now Warroad will have the ball, this time at their own 33-yard line. First time they've started in their own territory on their 3rd drive of the game. We have 4:44 remaining in this first quarter of play. Warroad leading 2-0 in the Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. Out of the shotgun is Grover. He has running back to each side. Going to hand it off to Rose. Rose to the left side. He's going to run into one of the Pirates and bringing him down. That was that Clay Hansen?
Yep, that was Clay Hansen who kind of blew that play up.
That's going to be no gain on the play for Rose. He has a loss of 1 on 2 carries. Warroad has 4 carries for a loss of 2. They've had 4 yards on shovel passes, which is technically a pass. Now Grover out of the shotgun, going to go with the draw. That was a design play from the get-go. He's going to get about 5 yards on the play. So Grover, just like that, gets Warroad in positive territory on the ground. He has 5 yards on 2 carries.
Starting to get a little precipitation down here.
We're going to have to... Yeah, we're going to have to call it 4 yards. So 4 yards. It'll be 2nd, 3rd, and 6. Grover out of the shotgun. 2 receivers split out to each side. One back, dropping back to pass Grover. Setting up the screen. It goes through the hands of Norris. Hitting him right away. Coming up to make the hit for the Pirates. That looked to be Angel Gutierrez. So the Pirates had that sniffed out very well. An incomplete pass.
Carter Coet lowered the boom there as he was trying to make the catch, and he dislodged it, and maybe a slippery ball as I just mentioned, rain's starting to come down a little bit. Maybe that's why he didn't catch it as well.
So it'll be 4th and 6 for Warroad, and it looks like they're going to go for it here. Grover has 2 receivers split out to each side. I think he's going to punt it here. Yep, he is. And the left-footed punt. The Pirates have nobody back. Good move by the Warriors. And it'll roll all the way down to the 23-yard line. The Pirates, Coette's going to pick it up. He's going to run over to the near sideline, and he's out of bounds. Great heads-up play by Coette.
That is such a smart play, as the ball wasn't blown dead yet, and when a defensive team, when the punting team touches it, it's a free ball, and the worst that can happen is you get it back where they touched it up at. So really smart play by Coette.
That'll be a 39-yard punt, but then Coette returns it from the, was it at, the 38. So that's going to be a return of, it's more than the 30, 23.
23, yeah.
Yeah, the 23. So that's going to be a return of almost 20 yards by heads-up move by Carter Coette. And that's a guy that, a game maker, been to the state wrestling tournament. That's the kind of guy. It's a gutsy move, but at the same time, nothing to really to lose in that situation as long as you don't fumble it. Better make sure you pick it up. Oh, the Pirates might have got a jump there. Yes, they caught it. And Coette just going to lob it. Slipping as he hit the brakes was the intended receiver, and that was Moore. But I think that's all going to be for naught, as it was a false start on the Pirates. One of the receivers took off a step early. So that'll be another penalty on the Pirates. That'll be their second penalty of the game for 10 yards. Warroad has 2 for 20, 2 holding calls. Did they decline the penalty?
They did decline the penalty,
okay.
So it'll be second down.
That's a good move, I think. 5-yard penalty if you can not give them that extra down. And the way their defense has been playing, I like the call there by Warroad. So they decline the penalty. It'll be an incomplete pass officially. Second down and 10. Out of the shotgun is Coette, 2 receivers to each side. He fakes the handoff after the running back goes by. Coette lowers his shoulder, and then this time he's not able to get away. Good wrap up there by Warroad's. Teferi Reeves, he had 11 tackles coming into the game, makes a sure tackle there, and that'll be a loss of 2 yards for Carter Coette. Third down and 12. Out of the shotgun will be Coette. Once again, a blitz by Warroad. A pass over the middle, almost intercepted, but it goes right off the hands of the linebacker, Logan Kavarnlov, the senior, almost had his second interception of the season. That'll be an incomplete pass.
4th and 12 for the Pirates. All on the 40-yard line.
And the Pirates going to have to punt it away again. So the Pirates, the ball officially at the 40-yard line. Once again, it's Schachman to punt. 1 receiver split out to each side. Schachman, the wobbly punt off to the near sideline. It hits at about the 35, takes a Pirate roll again. Coette downs it at the 28-yard line. So that will be a 32-yard punt for Ashton Schachman. And with a minute 45 remaining, it's 2-0 in this first quarter. Warroad with the lead on that safety. Warroad will have it now. First down and 10 at their own 27-yard line. 1:45 left, first quarter of play. Pirates looking for another big defensive stop here. Grover out of the shotgun. One receiver to the near side. He has one back in the backfield, lifts his leg up to put somebody in motion. Nobody moved, and Warroad going to have to call a timeout. We'll take one as well. 1:33 remaining in the first quarter of play. Warroad 2, Crookston nothing. We'll take a break. We'll be back right after this 1 minute timeout.
All of us love sports, but not all sports are created equal. College sports have big budgets, dedicated alumni networks, and corporate sponsorships. Professional sports have even deeper pockets, millionaire owners, lucrative TV and radio deals, and merchandise sales. High school sports have you. Everyone agrees high school sports give us plenty of reasons to cheer. And now's a great time for us to give back. Supporting your hometown high school won't cost you much, but it will go a long way to ensuring the games we love the most are here to stay. Minnesota high school sports. They're good for our kids, good for our community, and best of all, they're good for you.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
After the timeout, the Warroad Warriors, there was something not right. Usually when the quarterback lifts up his leg, that's for somebody to go in motion. Nobody went in motion, and Warroad called the timeout. Quick scoreboard update, 7 minutes left in the first half of play. Perham leading Thief River Falls 14-0. It's the only score that we have besides the final in 9-man and double overtime. Goodrich-Grigla-Gatsky beat Kitson County Central 16-8. Now the Pirates defense will come up with another big stop there as the Warriors, Grover is going to be hit at the 25-yard line, and that's going to be a loss of about 3 yards on the play. No, we'll call it a loss of 2. So Grover, he has 2 yards on 3 carries. The ground game has not been good at all here for Warroad. 2nd and 12. Grover out of the shotgun. He has 2 receivers to the near side. He has a wing back as well. Now that back goes in motion. That's Norris. Shovel pass. Norris will get it. He's going to be hit after maybe a gain of 1 on the play. We might have to call that no gain. Antonio Romero, he's been doing a fantastic job from his defensive back position. He's been coming up to make a lot of plays. He makes one there, and it's going to be 3rd and we'll give him a 1-yard passing play. Norris's 3rd reception, all on shovel passes. He has 5 yards total. And that is going to be the end of the first quarter of play. Yes, you're hearing this right on the Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. The score 2-0. Warroad has the lead after the first quarter. We'll be back with the 3rd and 11 play for the Warroad Warriors right after this 1 minute timeout.
All of us love sports, but not all sports are created equal. College sports have big budgets, dedicated alumni networks, and corporate sponsorships. Professional sports have even deeper pockets, millionaire owners, lucrative TV and radio deals, and merchandise sales. High school sports have you. Everyone agrees high school sports give us plenty of reasons to cheer. And now's a great time for us to give back. Supporting your hometown high school won't cost you much, but it will go a long way to ensuring the games we love the most are here to stay. Minnesota high school sports. They're good for our kids, good for our community, and best of all, they're good for you.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
Rozo coach because we were carrying it for them.
Okay.
Well, we have a fresh 12 minutes on the scoreboard for the second quarter to begin. 2-0. We have a good old-fashioned pitcher's duel here in this homecoming football game. Speaking of that, tomorrow we're going to have Twins baseball. 2:45 the pregame, 3:45 the first pitch as the Twins take on Houston in the American League Divisional Series, Game 1 of the best-of-5 series. Sounds like Ober's going to be pitching for the Twins tomorrow. And then they'll go with Lopez, followed by Gray. Kind of like that. Now dropping back to pass is Grover. He has a receiver, but overshoots his intended receiver that had his man beat. That was Luke Billingsley. He's the leading receiver on the team for Warroad. He has 9 receptions and 117 yards, and just overthrown a little bit there. It'll be 4th and 11. Fourth and 11. Warroad's going to likely have to punt once again. They'll have 2 receivers split out to the near side, 2 to the far side. Grover out of the shotgun. He's going to do the left-hand punt. It's a high end-over-end kick. Going to hit at the 45. It takes a Warrior bounce all the way down to the 35. Gets a little friendly roll there. And that will be a punt of 24 plus another 15. That'll be a 39-yard punt. His second 39-yard punt of the game for Grover. So the Pirates will have it back. First down and 10 at their own 35-yard line. This will be the 5th possession of the game already for Crookston. Neither team has exactly been lighting it up offensively here. Proof of that is the 2-0 score, the only point scored on defense. Underneath center will be Coette. He looks over the defense, has 1 back behind him, and then 2 wing backs, 1 to each side. The handoff right up the middle, moving the pile are the Pirates. And that's going to be a gain of about 3 or 4 yards. That's one of the first times this season that we've seen the Pirate line move forward and get some good yardage there. They'll mark it at the 39, so that'll be a gain of 4 yards on the play. And who carried that, Tyler?
Couldn't quite tell exactly who got the carry there. Possibly Miles Moore, although Antonio Romero's behind Carter right now.
I think that was Romero. So they have Romero in now. So he'll get credit for the 4-yard carry. And now it's going to be Coette keeping it. He gets close to the first down as he's shoved out of bounds. And we'll see where they mark it. Pirates looking for their first down of the game, and they're going to be a yard short, so that'll be a 5-yard carry for Coette. At a 4-yard and a 5-yard carry, now it'll be 3rd and 1. And the Pirates, as we said, looking for that first down of the game. And on the flip side, the Warriors, they haven't had a first down. Under center, Coette, Romero in the backfield. 2 wing backs, 1 to each side. Warroad showing a blitz, handoff. Coette, he was handing it off to Romero as Romero was getting hit. The Pirates lucky the Warriors weren't able just to grab the ball on that handoff. That's going to be a loss of a yard on the play for Romero. He has 3 yards on 2 carries. The Pirates overall, they have 5. They have 8 yards on 9 carries. 4th down and 2 for Crookston. They're going to go for it here. Fourth and 2. 2 receivers to the near side. 2 to the far side. Out of the shotgun is Coette. Romero in the backfield. He's going to pitch it behind Romero. He tries to grab it. He's not able to get it as one of the Warroad players grabbed his arm, pulled him away from the ball. Great move by the Warriors. And then jumping on top of it and recovering that fumble is Anderson. Also in there was, let's see here. Where is he? That was Tafari Reeves as well. So the Pirates fumble it. They lose the fumble. Their second last fumble of the game. The turnover bug continuing to just kill the Pirates. It'll be first down and 10 for Warroad at the Crookston 33-yard line. They're going to pitch it out, and that's going to be a loss of a couple of yards, possibly on the play. So that'll be a loss of 2. And Tyler, did you see who got that one?
I believe that was Clay Hansen.
No, the run.
That was, I believe that was Benjamin Norris.
So 21, Norris with the carry, a loss of 2. Now the handoff right side. That's going to be the biggest run of the game, I believe, thus far for Warroad, as they're continuing to move forward all the way up to about the 26-yard line. Again, you're going to have to help me there.
That was Norris on the carry once again.
So Norris with a gain. Well, they're going to cut it a little shorter than I thought. He's going to get a gain of about, we'll say about 7 yards on the play. Loss of 2, followed by a gain of, well, we'll have to call it 8 because it's about 4, 3rd and 4. Out of the shotgun is Grover. He's going to hand it off to Rose. Rose runs right side, has a little bit of a seam, but the Pirates able to bring him down. And that's going to be just inside the 25, down to about the 24. And that'll be a 2-yard carry for Zach Rose. He now has 1 yard on 3 carries. And a timeout's going to be called by Warroad. So it'll be 4th down and about 2. Warroad wants a timeout. We're going to keep it here during this timeout and take a quick look at our Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. And high school football and 9-man and double overtime, Goodridge Grigla beat Kitson County Central 16-8. No scores yet in Class A, and no scores in Double A yet. Perham leading Thief River Falls 14-0. Last update with 7 minutes left in the first half there. East Grand Forks and Morris, they are scoreless. 1 minute left in the first half of that game. A battle for the number 2 seed there in Section 8-3A. Dilworth, Clinton, Felton right now leading the way in 8-3A. 4th down and 2 for Warroad. Out of the shotgun is Grover. He's going to go to the quarterback keeper. Has a seam, has a first down and more as he gets all the way up to about the 15-yard line. And that'll be a gain of about 9 on the play for Grover. He now has 11 yards on 4 carries, and that'll be the first down of the game for either team. So Grover with a 9-yard carry. That's a first down. Grover going to go again right up the middle. This time he's going to be grabbed by, I believe that was Helgeson as he's pulled back. That's going to be a gain of 1, possibly 2. Now we have a flag thrown high in the air. So there was a little scrum after the play.
Yeah, the last couple plays have been a little contentious between the two sides.
So we're waiting for the official. It's going to be a personal foul. There's no doubt about that. And the head official, is he writing something down here?
Yeah, he's writing something on his note card. I wonder if it's going to be on both teams, if he's just going to try and send a message to tone it down a little bit, even though keep the competitive juices high. Don't want to go overstepping the boundaries.
And, well, I think it's going to be on the Pirates. So it is going to be offsetting. And, we know the guilty party, I think, we know the guilty party for the Pirates because he's coming out. And Coach Lebarski has no time for that. Now he's going to go back in as he was talking to him. And now he will come back. So offsetting penalty. Did they ever pick up is that a leaf or the flag? Yeah, they never picked up the flag. Yeah. So it'll be second down and 10, and Grover going to keep it himself again. Why not? He's had some big yardage, and that's going to be another first down after a gain of 11, maybe 12 yards. And Grover starting to open things up, back-to-back first downs, and it'll be first and goal for the Warriors as they're looking to score the first offensive points of the game. First and goal at the 5. Grover out of the shotgun. 2 receivers to the far side. Going to hand it off to Norris. Norris goes right side. He looks like he's in. Touchdown. Norris with a 5-yard touchdown run. And it's a 8-0 lead for Warroad as they will get their third first down of the game as well. 6:20 remaining in the second quarter of play. Norris, a 5-yard run. Now on to kick the extra point. Is Warroad, it hits the upright and goes through. And another flag is thrown on the play as the officials having nothing to do with the trash talking. And it's going to be an unsportsmanlike against Warroad this time. So that'll be assessed on the kickoff, so the Pirates should have decent field position on that one. So the kicker, Gavin Anderson, hits the upright and sneaks it through. And it is a 9-0 lead for the Warroad Warriors. We'll keep it here on the stream. We'll be back on the radio right after this 30-second timeout. Well, after the touchdown by Warroad, they lead 9-0. They have a safety and a touchdown and the extra point kick. Now the Pirates going to have excellent field position, or they should have excellent field position. This is high school football. Nothing's ever a given. And two Pirates back. You have Coette and Connor Hansen. They're standing at their own 30-yard line because of the unsportsmanlike after the extra point kick. You usually don't see an unsportsmanlike on an extra point kick, but there was one there. The Pirates had one before that. So things getting a little chippy, but the official doing a good job, something the officials should have done down when Crookston Boys Soccer played at Higher Ground Academy. The official never took care, and now we're going to have another flag as Warroad was offsides, and that's going to push him back 5 more yards. Things getting interesting here, to say the least. So false start on the Warriors. They're going to have to kick off now from their own 20-yard line. So now the return men for the Pirates are standing at their own 35-yard line. On a chilly night here, windy, had some rain on and off throughout the day. Now the little squib kick, that is going to be jumped on by the Pirates at the 46, maybe the 47-yard line. Jumping on top of it there, who's coming off the bottom of the pile, and that is Crookston's Mason Reitmeyer, the sophomore. Jumping on top of it. Pirates get a very favorable spot on that one. They moved it up about 2 yards. It'll be at the Warroad 45. I know my eyes aren't good, but there's no way he was close to the yard line. They gave him 2 yards on that one. So it'll be first down and 10 for the Pirates at the Warroad 45. Just under 6 minutes remaining in this first half of play. Dropping back to pass is Coette. As a receiver there, leaping in the air is Lubinsky. The throw is a little high. That's going to be an incomplete pass. The Pirates are 0 for 4 in the passing department. It'll be second down and 10 for Crookston. Boy, the Pirates, they have to take advantage of this one here. You have tremendous field position. First and 10 at the Warroad 45. You have 5:49 remaining in the first half of play. You trail 9-0. A touchdown would be huge here.
And the win at their back, too.
Yeah, that's true. And the wind is a pretty good one, about 20, 25-mile-an-hour gusts. Out of the shotgun, and everybody moves. Moore, he was shaking a little bit there at the wide receiver spot. You had, I think Lubinsky was moving, so I don't know. There's a lot of movement by the Pirates. They went with the hard count, and either the Pirates were supposed to snap it on one or they were thrown out by their own hard count. Nonetheless, it's a 5-yard penalty against the Pirates. Again, that blitz showing by the Warroad Warriors, that has given Crookston a lot of fits here this evening. So that moves them back to the 50-yard line. Out of the shotgun, second and 15. Dropping back to pass is Coette. He's dropping, still dropping, then fires a pass. He was looking for Romero. It was well underthrown, and that'll be another incomplete pass. The Pirates now 0 for 5 in the game. And a side note, nothing to do with the game, but we have some fans. I've seen a few Letterman's jackets out. Good to see those starting to make a comeback here. Have some town and school pride with those Letterman jackets. This day and age, can we call them Letterman jackets? Or do we have to be politically correct? Well, we're calling them Letterman's jackets.
I think it's okay to say that.
Yeah. So, but hopefully some more kids like to see those. Now dropping back to pass. It's a little screen pass for Romero. Romero's going to be hit right after he catches it, breaks a tackle. He then is hit after he gets close to the original line of scrimmage, and that'll be a gain of about 4 yards on the passing play. First completion of the game for the Pirates, Antonio Romero. He will get the reception. I saw the State High School League is now calling 9-man football, and that makes sense. There are girls that play football, but 9-person football. 4th and 11. There's plenty of girls that play football across the state and across the country. So I can see why you changed that one. Now the kick, it's hit taken at the 15-yard line. And then coming up, making a huge hit there was that turn around? Yeah, that is Hamry. Hamry makes the hit. And that will be a 39-yard punt for Schachman. Hamry with a nice tackle, and Warroad's going to have it 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. So Warroad at their own 30. We have 4:17 remaining as the Burlington Northern Santa Fe train comes through, the 651 train. Pitching it to Rose. Rose leaps a defender, then he's wrapped up, and that's going to be a loss of a couple yards on the play. The Pirates had that sniffed out perfectly, and Rose going to suffer a loss of 2. He has a loss of 1 on 4 carries. Grover has 5 carries for 23. Norris has 11 yards on 3 carries, and Reeves has 1 for a loss of 1. A lot of loss carries for both teams in this game. 2nd and 12. Grover, he's going to run it right up the middle. He's going to be wrapped up by the ankles. And that was coming through and making the tackle, Lionel Luna. That'll be a gain of 1 for Grover on the play. 24 yards on 6 carries now for Grover. 3rd and 11. 3:05 remaining. 9-0. Warroad with the lead. Warroad 1-4. Crookston 0-5. Out of the shotgun, Grover. 2 receivers split out to the near side. 1 back in the backfield, right next to Grover. It's going to be a little shovel handoff to Norris. That'll be up to the 35-yard line, so that'll be a gain of 6 yards. And that's underhand, so that would be a handoff. What is that, Tyler, officially? Is that, since it's underhand, that is a handoff?
I believe since he pitched it forward, it's one of those little pitch passes. I give him a
shovel
for a pass there, yeah.
That's it.
Adam Arriaga was in on the stop, too. He was the first man there.
So Norris with another... that is his 4th reception, although all of them are little shovel passes. And again, I suppose anything forward that where it's not into the belly, that is a pass. And that'll be a passing play of 5 yards. Four of 7 passing. And all 4 completions are on shovel passes for Warroad. And they wanted a timeout here and see if they, this time the Pirates are going to put somebody back, because Warroad has done that quick little punt. Grover, 2 punts, 39 yards. There's been no return on, well, technically there was a return on one of them, but right away there wasn't a return. 2:28 left, first half of play. Crookston trailing 9-0. Warroad has 2 receivers split out to each side. Grover out of the shotgun. Again, he's the punter as well. Averaging 39 yards on his first 2 punts. He'll punt it again. It's a low one, almost blocked. And Coette's just going to let it go. Probably a wise decision there, as he had 2 defenders breathing down on him. And that'll be down at the 27-yard line. So that'll be 15 plus 23. That is a 38. Boy, he's pretty consistent. 39, 39, and 38-yard punts for Grover. And now Crookston will have the ball at their own 28-yard line. We have 2:20 remaining in this first half of play. Coette, the quarterback, going to be out of the shotgun. He has Luna to his right. 2 receivers split out to the near side. And you could hear through the wireless mic, Pirate coaching staff wondering why the clock was running. So they are going to have to put some time back on the clock here, and we'll see what.
That happened after the last punt as well.
So I think they're going to put 2:20 back on the clock. That's the number I heard out there. So 2:20's on the clock, and could be the last offensive series of the first half. Warroad leading 9-0. Out of the shotgun is Coet. He drops back to pass. He's looking. He's flushed out of the pocket. He tucks it in and gets thrown forward, maybe back to the line of scrimmage, possibly a loss of 1 on the play. We'll call it a loss of 1. It'll be 2nd and 11 for the Pirates. Just under 2 minutes remaining in this first half of play. Coming up at halftime, we'll take a look at we'll talk first with Coach Nate Lebarski. We'll also take a look at our Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. And more. That'll all be coming up here on our halftime show. And we're going to have a flag thrown. False start on the Pirates. That is the 4th penalty of the game on the Pirates. 4 penalties for 30 yards. And 4 for 40 yards for Warroad. Warroad has 3 first downs. Crookston still looking for their first down. Is that right? Crookston's looking for their first down? Yeah. Yep. They were close. They had it, 3rd and 1, and then lost yards on the next play. That's why the Pirates are on their 6th offensive, 7th offensive possession of the game. Neither team has really had a sustained drive of any type. Warroad had 1, where they were able to score a touchdown. The snap is low. Coet picks it up. He's scrambling. Looks like Fran Tarkenton back there. He's looking and finds a seam along the near sideline. Fires a pass. It's going to be picked off. It's intercepted by Warroad. Coming up and making the play is Stricker. That'll be his first interception of the season, and a big play for Warroad. The snap was low. Coet was scrambling, looking for some room, tried to fire the pass. It was underthrown and picked off by Stricker at the 35-yard line. So now Warroad, boy, they would love to finish off this half by punching another one in. That is the first interception thrown. That is the 3rd turnover of the game on Crookston. Crookston High School marching band getting ready to perform here at halftime. And Coet wants a timeout. I think Coet Warroad called the timeout. So I was going to say, can you call a timeout? Yeah, you can if you're on defense, but Warroad wants a timeout. We'll take one as well. 1:20 left in the first half. It's Warroad 9, Crookston nothing. Warroad has the ball, 1st and 10 at the Pirate 35-yard line. We'll be back right after this 30-second timeout. You're watching Crookston Pirate activities on the KROX live stream. It's brought to you in part by Riverview Health, American Crystal Sugar Company, CHS Egg Services, Christian Brothers Ford, Bremer Bank, Grove Mechanical, Crookston Eye Clinic and Foston Eye Clinic, Crookston Valley Co-op, Hugo's Family Marketplace, United Valley Bank, the Benedictine Living Community, Villa St. Vincent, Ottertail Power Company, Crookston School District, Cess Vanderhoff, Andy Omen State Farm, the City of Crookston, and Tri-Valley Head Start, all bringing you Crookston Pirate activities on the KROX live stream. It'll be 1st down and 10 for Warroad as the Warroad Warriors looking to punch one more in here. They lead 9-0. They had a safety in the first quarter, and then they had a 5-yard run by Ben Norris in the second quarter. The extra point kick by Gavin Anderson was good, and that's how we have the 9-0 score. Out of the shotgun is Grover, fires a pass. Did he get his feet in? No, it's an incomplete pass. Boy, great job there down the near sideline by Rose. He was able to make the grab. He tried to get both feet in, but the official says no. It helped that the Pirate coaching staff was helping the officials with that call as well, but that's an incomplete pass. So after the interception at the Crookston 35-yard line. Grover fires over to the right side. That's going to be caught, and then did he pitch it out?
He fumbled.
Oh, he fumbled the ball, and picking it up and running to the far sideline was Norris. So Norris will get credit. First, who made the first reception, do you know?
Let me check, but that was definitely a fumble. The Crookston coaching staff there asking if he pitched it forward, but that was most certainly a fumble.
So up to the 25 was whoever caught it first, and then 12 more yards for Norris, sort of like a hook and ladder type play. So that'll be a 25, was that a 25-yard passing play? Now it's going to be a handoff over to the near side. And running the ball there is the Warriors, Reeves. And Reeves will get no gain on the play. So Reeves, no gain. Second down and 10. Grover out of the shotgun. He's looking, lobs it into the end zone, but a little miscommunication there as he was looking for Billingsley. Billingsley hooked in towards the goalpost. The throw went out towards the corner of the end zone, an incomplete pass.
Well, most importantly for Warroad, that stops the clock as they have no timeouts. The hurry-up offense was on.
So that was a 22-yard passing play on that fumble recovery. So it's a 22-yard or a 10-yard pass and a 12-yard run. Now Grover's pass is incomplete. That will stop the clock with 30.6 seconds remaining. So that'll be a 10-yard passing play. Boy, we're seeing a lot of interesting stuff here tonight. A 10-yard passing play. That was Damone, I believe. And then a 12-yard run for Norris. 29 yards on 5 carries for Norris now. And it's 4th down and 10 for the Warriors, and they're going to be on to kick a field goal. It's going to be Gavin Anderson, the freshman kicker. The ball is at the 20-yard line, so this will be a 30-yard field goal attempt. The snap is a good one. The kick is low, might have been blocked. And the field goal is no good, and the Pirates come up with a big defensive stop there. So the field goal, no good, and the Pirates come up with a stop. 30.6 seconds left at this point. I would think the Pirates probably just going to take a knee or just maybe run it up the gut and go into the halftime. Trailing 9-0, but we'll see what the Pirates have up their sleeves. Only a play or two left unless they try to pass, and that would stop the clock, of course. We're week number 6, only a week and a half left of the football season. Next Friday, the Pirates travel to Barnesville, and then the following Wednesday, they will be at Hawley. Of course, we'll have both games on KROX Radio. Dropping back to pass is Coette. He's looking down the field as Hammery. He makes the grab at the 40 and is taken down at the 35-yard line.
Timeout, Crookston.
That is Tate Hammery catching it over his shoulder on the run. That will be a 37 plus 10, 13 more yards. That is a 50-yard passing play. I don't have to tell you this, but that is the biggest play of the game for the Pirates. A 50-yard passing play to Hammery. 54 yards passing. The Pirates call a timeout. Hammery watched it right over his shoulder, caught it, had maybe a half a step on the defender. Hammery, a pretty tall kid as well, and so he had the height advantage as well. And the 6'3 sophomore hauls in his 10th reception. He has 140 yards now. 140 on the nose. So the Pirates call a timeout. We have 22.5 seconds left. You couldn't have drawn up a better play for the Pirates on that one. And now the Pirates have a little wiggle room. They have a first down. You can pass the ball. If you don't get out of bounds, you hurry up, get back, and down the ball. The Pirates, Riley Helgeson talking with Coach Barton, the line coach, asking him for some instructions. So see what the Pirates have up their sleeve here. First down and 10 at the Warroad 37-yard line. Pirates looking for some homecoming magic here at the end of the half. 22 and a half seconds left. Warroad leading 9-0. A safety and a touchdown for Warroad. But the Pirates looking to finish strong here in this half. Snap goes to Coet. He is flushed out of the pocket, rolling out to his right, fires a pass. It's going to be underthrown, intended for Hamry. So again, Coet doesn't have any time whatsoever. He has to scramble and just didn't quite have enough on it to Hamry. It'll be second down and 10. 16.8 seconds left in this first half. The ball is set. Pirates break out of the huddle. Two receivers split out to each side. Luna is just to the right of Coet, who's out of the shotgun. Carter, ready. And the snap. He's going to rush out to his left. He is looking, fires a pass that's going to be caught along the far sideline. Breaking a tackle, looking for some room is Lubinski. He goes in, touchdown! What a play by Coet. What a broken tackle by Tegan Lubinski. And the Pirates get on the board. And that will be a 37-yard touchdown strike from Coet to Tegan Lubinski. 87 yards on two passes. That was all the yards for the Pirates on that drive. And the Pirates get on the board. They trail 9-6. Wow. We have 6.4 seconds remaining.
Quarterback to quarterback there.
Well, both are playmakers. They showed it there. And now the Pirates, they're looking like they're going to go for two here to get within one. It'll be Coet. He's going to bounce it out to the left side. He's looking for some room. Now he's going to turn around. He's running backwards. He is going to fire over to the near sideline, and the ball goes right through the hands of Lubinski. It was a little up and a little far, but could have been catchable, but just went off the hands of Lubinski. An incomplete pass on the two-point conversion, and Crookston trails by a score of 9-6. Well, if you never watched any highlights of Fran Tarkenton, if you just watched that, that looks like Fran Tarkenton back for the Vikings back in the 60s, 70s. He was scrambling like crazy, and that's exactly what Carter Coet does. He sure makes things exciting. There's no doubt about that. But the Pirates get on the board with the touchdown. They trail 9-6, and now they will be kicking off. And I would imagine they're not going to. Well, it'll be interesting to see. I don't think they're going to try to kick it deep. Every coach has a different philosophy on what to do in this situation.
With the way how this first half has gone, I don't know what to expect now.
Exactly. I thought the Pirates just might take a knee there deep in their own territory. They bomb a 50-yard pass, then they follow it up a few plays later with a 37-yard pass for a touchdown. And now on to kick it off will be Ashton Schachman. Ashton ready. And here we go. The kick, it is going to be end-over-ender, taken at about the 20-yard line. Looking for some room, 3 seconds left, 2, 1, and taken down with 1.2 seconds left is the return man for the Warriors, who that is Rose. Well, now it'll be interesting to see what Warroad does here with one play left in the game, barring a defensive penalty. over out of the shotgun. He's just going to take the knee. That's the end of the first half. What an exciting one. The Pirates finished strong with a 50-yard pass, followed by a 37-yard pass. And that's where we stand right now. Warroad leading 9-6, and we're going to send it down to the field here shortly as Coach Lebarski talking with the one official and going over some things here before halftime. And so we'll catch up with him here in just a moment. And send it down to Tyler Hergert down on the sidelines with Coach Nate Lebarski.
Well, Coach, what were your thoughts on that topsy-turvy first half?
That's a good way to put it. Yeah, I mean, our defense playing really, really well, minus a couple of plays that, quite honestly, they were good by them. But our defense really held us in the first half. We could not move the ball on offense. I mean, I'd like the aggressiveness up front on offense like we have on defense, but being able to punch a score in there late in the half here is gonna help us momentum-wise. Yeah.
How huge is that to get not just the passing game going, but then to score on a passing play too?
Yeah, they're taking away a few things from us, and we got to make some adjustments here at halftime in order to try to take advantage of some of that stuff. And part of that is, hey, we need to coach them up a little bit, and we need to be better play calling as well. So put them in positions to make plays and see what we can do here in the second half.
What are those adjustments for the second half?
Well, I mean, we have to go where they're not, especially if they're loading the box and stuff. So we're gonna try to get the ball outside some, and we're gonna still keep throwing it. But we need to try to have some plays develop. We had a bad pitch on a play that probably would have gone all right and got a first down. So we got to keep drives, maintain drives, and which we haven't done in the first half, and try to move the ball down the field.
Thank you very much, Coach.
All right, thanks a lot.
Back to you, Chris.
Thank you, Tyler. That is the head coach of the Crookston Pirates, Coach Nate Lebarski. Boy, what a game we have here. We expected it to be a decent game. The Warroad Warriors leading 9-6. Should be, the way the first half ended, should be an outstanding second half. We will take a break. We'll be back. Take a look at the first half stats. Take a look at our Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update and more. That's all coming up right after this on KROX.
At Crookston High School, we really have a lot going on.
There isn't that much going on.
Oh yeah? We have
softball,
baseball,
track and field, soccer, swimming, tennis,
golf,
volleyball,
crap shooting, hockey,
basketball,
wrestling.
So we have a lot of sports.
And there is
orchestra,
band,
choir,
visual arts,
speech,
theater,
Leo Club.
And Crookston is one of the highest academic schools in the region.
Really?
Yeah, really, especially in math and science.
I guess we do have a lot going on.
Yeah, and that's why Crookston High School is
my education destination.
Ever wonder what your city government does for you? They provide police and fire protection, emergency and disaster preparation, building code and zoning enforcement, street repair, cleaning and snow plowing, curbside garbage and recycling collection, plus spring and fall cleanup weeks. They deliver safe drinking water and maintain a wastewater system. They care for 22 parks and provide year-round recreation activities. They give loans for economic development and housing. They do all this and much more with the help of your city employees.
For all of your automotive service needs, call Christian Brothers Ford here in Crookston. We have a service team to handle all of your vehicle's needs. Does your vehicle pull to the right or left? Call and schedule an alignment today. Proper alignment saves gas and wear on your tires. We're here to take care of your vehicle repairs and maintenance. Call Christopher or Jersey in the service department at 281-1338. Make an appointment today with the service department at Christian Brothers Ford of Crookston, where we make it easy.
Crookston Valley Cooperative would like to thank area growers for their patronage this year and wish you all a safe and prosperous harvest. Since 1979, Crookston Valley Cooperative has been your full-service local agronomy dealer, delivering on the products and service that you've come to expect. For all your fall fertilizer needs, stop by or call Jake at 281-1178. Crookston Valley Cooperative, here to keep you growing.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Efficiencies are critical, which is why you need a lender who will find the right loan structure for a strong financial future. You need a lender to look out for your whole farm operation. Ag Country.
Welcome back to the Riverview Health, or the halftime show here on KROX as the Crookston Pirates trail the Warroad Warriors 9-6, and pretty entertaining, especially second quarter. There was no doubt things got pretty crazy on both sides, and both teams opening things up a bit as the game went along, as both offenses struggled for most of that first half. As we take a look at the team stats here, just adding up the punts, 1 second here, 39 plus 39 plus 38. Okay, so for Warroad in the team, Crookston and Warroad team stats, both teams had 3 first downs. All 3 of them were in the second quarters for both teams. Crookston had 4 penalties for 30 yards. Warroad 4 for 40. Crookston had 2 fumbles. They lost both of them. They also threw an interception. Warroad, they had 1 interception. In the punting department, the Pirates were 3 punts for 100 yards total. And then Warroad had 3 punts for 116 yards total in that first half. As we take a look at the Pirate individual stats, it was Carter Coet. He had, let's see here, 6, so he had 5 yards on 4 carries. Tegan Lebinsky had a loss of 2 on 1 carry. And then it was 2 yards on 3 carries for Lionel Luna and 3 yards on 2 carries for Romero. So that makes it 8 yards on 5, 8, 10. So 8 yards on 10 carries for the Pirates, so almost a yard a carry, which obviously isn't going to cut it. So 8 yards on the ground. And in the air, the Pirates, Carter Coet, he was, let's see here, he had 2 completions, or excuse me, 3 completions. Out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3 of 10 passing. 1 interception, but he had 87. That would be 91 yards. So 3 passes for 91 yards, a 50-yarder, a 37-yarder for a touchdown, and a 4-yarder. He also did throw 1 interception. And the total yardage for the Pirates, 91 yards passing, 8 rushing, 99 yards total offense in that first half. For the Warroad Warriors, Liam Grover had 24 yards on 6 carries. And then Zach Rose had a loss of 1 on 4 carries. Ben Norris had 29 yards on 5 carries. And then Reeves had a loss of 1 on 2 carries. So that would be 22 plus 29. That would be a 51 yards on the ground for Warroad. And then through the air, they were 1, 2, 3, 4. They had 5 completions. 5 out of 11 passing. There was 1 interception and a total of, 8, 9, 10, 20 yards. So 5 of 11 for 20 yards for Warroad. They have a total of 71 yards with 51 rushing, 20 passing, and 71 total yards of offense. So Crookston has outgained. Well, it helps when you have 87 yards on your last 2 carries, or last 2 passing plays. That always helps the old yardage quite a bit. We'll keep it here while they introduce the homecoming court. As you see them out, always like to see the dads dressed up there. And no surprise to anybody, the All-American girl, Hallie Winjam, is the homecoming queen. She was Miss Crookston as well. I don't know, all these girls out there, fantastic young ladies. But Hallie, she is that All-American girl. You look at, you have Coral Brecken, you have Isabel Smith. You also have Emma Gunderson, and then you have Morgan Nelson. So are all 5 are tennis girls. So the tennis team, as we said, received the number 3 seed, and the homecoming king is Isaac Tomford. He is a tennis manager, a basketball player, and a boys tennis player as well. So that is your homecoming court. You see the Pirate Marching Band out there as well. So we will take a break. We'll be back. Take a look at our Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. The score here, it's 9-6. The Warroad Warriors with the lead over the Crookston Pirates. We'll take a break. We'll be back with the scoreboard update right after this timeout.
It's always growing season here at United Valley Bank. We're focused on growth for our customers and communities, success for farms and businesses, and improvement for ourselves. Partner with us, and you'll see firsthand just how much the right hometown banking team can change your perspective. Together, there's no limit to the heights we can reach.
United Valley Bank, our roots make us stronger.
Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Harvest is more than the act of reaping what you've sown. It's the culmination of months of hard effort, along with a few weeks of working 24/7 to bring the crop in. At Sesvanderhof, we're continuously working to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature, so that you can end each harvest on a high note. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sesvanderhof, a passion that grows.
From shoulder to hand, hips to toes, and everything in between, the Riverview Health Orthopedic Team has you covered. With advanced training and joint replacements, upper and lower extremity, spine, foot, and ankle care, you know you'll be in good hands with Dr. Spinell, Schall, Sekundiak, Stanky, Kim, and Abasi. For appointments, call Riverview Clinic at 218-281-9595.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care. Riverview Health.
With the fall season right around the corner, Grove Mechanical in Crookston is ready to prepare you for winter. They suggest having your heating system serviced regularly to keep things running smoothly. A skilled technician will clean and service your heating equipment to ensure safe and efficient operation. It's never too early to get ready for the upcoming winter season. Before the cold sets in, call Grove Mechanical today, your hometown heating and cooling professionals. Give them a call, 218-281-3863, or visit their website, grovemech.com.
You can make a sweet life right here in the Red River Valley with a career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Our shift schedule offers 14 days off per month, which gives you time for family, friends, the great outdoors, and everything else you enjoy about small town living. Entry-level positions are available, and pay starts around $18 per hour. Apply today at crystalsugar.com and share in our sweet success.
Welcome back to the halftime show as we take a look at our Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. Draft Sports Bar and Grill, a great place to go for lunch, for supper, before or after the game. Every Friday night until 5 to 9, they have St. Louis Rib Night, $17 for a half rack, $22 for a full rack. And then on Saturday, it's Prime Rib Night. Special is from 5 to 9, 10-ounce prime rib for $23 and 14 ounces, $28. And then Sunday, build your own mac and cheese from 5 to 8. Draft Sports Bar and Grill, they're closed Mondays, but open Tuesday through Sunday, starting at 11 a.m. As we take a look at our scoreboard, in the one final already in high school football, it was Goodridge Grigla beating Kitson County Central 16-8 in double overtime. Other scores that we have, Boston and Park Christian are tied at 6 late in the first quarter. That's it in 9-man in Class A. We don't have a lot of scores from the area. Breckenridge and New York Mills scoreless after one quarter of play. And then, that's about it in Class A. In Class AA, Osakis leading Painesville 24-0 in the first quarter. Barnesville's leading Park Rapids 14-0. 5 minutes left in the first quarter, so just halfway through. Number 2 Caledonia leading number 3 Chatfield 7-0, halfway through the first. And in Class 3A, Perham leading Thief River Falls 21-0. 7 minutes left in the third. East Grand Forks and Morris tied at 7 apiece, starting the fourth quarter there. And that seems to be about it on area scores in Class 3A. And 4A and 3A, I guess. Dilworth, Glendon, Felton leading Detroit Lake 7-0. 6 minutes halfway through the first quarter there. So there's some scores. Also, the UMC soccer team, they get shut out again. They fall 3-0 to Northern State. And then also the Crookston Pirate girls tennis team, they received the number 3 seed in the Section 8A girls team tennis tournament. They will take on number 6 seed Wadena Deer Creek in the first round on Thursday at 3 p.m. at Fargo Courts Plus in Fargo. And if they win, they would play at about 6 o'clock against the winner of Thief River Falls and is it Park Rapids. And the kickoff, we are underway in the second quarter of play. Warroad going to have the ball. They lead 9-6. And 71 yards total offense for Warroad. Also a nice note we received. We'll get to that here in just a moment. As Grover out of the shotgun, he fakes a couple handoffs, then runs it right up the gut, gets across the 40 up to the 42-yard line. Warroad starting at their own 38. So Grover gets up to the 42. We'll give him a 4-yard gain. He now has 28 yards on 7 carries. I received a nice message from Mike Kavarnlov from Surprise, Arizona, watching the streaming. Says hello to Frank Fee as well. So Mike will pass that along. Well, we just did, but let Frank know you say hi. And hope you're enjoying the sunshine and the warmth down in Arizona. Now a little shovel pass again for Norris. He's going to bounce it out to the outside. Gets the first down before he's runs out of bounds. And another big play for... They like to use Norris on that shovel pass, and they'll get their 4th first down of the game, all the way up to the 48-yard line, and that'll be a gain of 8 yards on the play. Grover out of the shotgun. Lifts the left leg up. Man goes in motion. Fake handoff. Goes right up the middle. Big hole. Breaks a tackle. Is still going. Fumbles the ball. And the Pirates jump on top of it. Oh, wow. The ball was hit out as he was running. And the Pirates, they recover the fumble. Boy, a huge gain there for Grover. So the 48 to the 38, 28, that is going to be a 24-yard run for Grover before he fumbles it. And that will be the first fumble of the game for Warroad. That is the first fumble they've lost, obviously, as well. And the Pirates come up with another big defensive play. And the Pirates get it back and stop the first drive for Warroad. Crookston will start at their own 23-yard line. We have 10:54 left in the third quarter of play. Crookston trailing 9-6. 2 receivers split out to each side. Coet dropping back to pass, rolls out to the right. He's looking, still looking, runs out of room, and then throws it away. Good heads-up play there by Coet. He waited until the last second when he ran out of room, and wisely just tosses it out of bounds. So the Pirates, 2nd down and 10, looking to get something going. You hate to say looking to keep it going with a 50 and a 37-yard pass. That would be nice, but that's probably not going to, that doesn't happen too often. But they would take a big pass at this point. But Warroad had that last passing play covered perfectly. Give credit to the defensive backs and to the defensive line. 3 receivers split out to the near side. Coet, he's looking on the option. He's still looking. Now he's going to look to toss. It's going to be picked off. No, they say the Pirates luckily stepped out of bounds as Coet, he stepped out of bounds as he was getting ready to pass. Otherwise, that would have been another interception for Warroad. So that is going to be a loss on the play of 3 yards for Carter Coette, but that is the best loss of 3 the Pirates have had all season. Because if he doesn't get a step out of bounds, that is an interception for Warroad. It'll be 3rd down and 13, 10:39 remaining in this third quarter of play. 9-6 the score. Warroad with the lead on the Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. Next week, Crookston will be at number 1 ranked Barnesville. They lead Park Rapids 14-0, and they have destroyed every opponent except for Dilworth Glendon Felton, who they beat by a touchdown, who is also ranked in Class 3A. Now rolling out to his right is Coette. He's looking. That's Lubinsky, and Lubinsky's going to throw it away. Coette was open on the near side. Unfortunately, though, he is about 50 yards away from where Lubinsky was, just to maybe get a gain of about 2. And so it's 4th down and 13. And the Pirates going to have to punt here. So an incomplete pass. That was Lubinsky on the pass. Was Lubinsky on the pass the first time too?
No, so in the huddle for 3rd down, Coette actually took off the wristband and gave it to Lubinsky. So a little on-the-fly line change there.
Carter said, enough of this. They're sick of running. He needed a break. Now the punt by Schachman is going to be partially blocked, I believe. And the Warriors are going to jump on top of it inside the 30 at about the 27. So that's only going to be a punt of about 8. They're going to mark it at the 28. So that's going to be a 9-yard punt. Oh boy, that's not what the Pirates wanted there, as the punt partially blocked. It was a little low as well. Once again, Warroad gets right through without any problems. And now Warroad going to have fantastic field position at the Crookston 27-yard line. 10:22 remaining. This is their second possession already of the quarter. Man in motion is Norris, shovel pass. He is going to be hit by the right end. And that'll be a gain of maybe 1 on the play. And Tyler, who had that tackle there?
It looked like, let's see, I believe Helgeson was in on the stop. But there's a little bit of trash talking going on after the play as well.
Yeah, I think that might have been Clay Hansen. It looks like he's on the right side there. So that might have been Clay. And that'll be a gain of 1, we'll call it, to Norris. Now the run right up the middle by Grover, and he's going to get the first down. That'll be a gain of about 10 yards on the play for Grover.
Gain of 10 for
Don't get so far upfield. They're coming right under you. Stay in your gap.
Are they not given the first? Yeah, there we go. So they will get the first down. So a 1-yard shovel pass, a 10-yard run, and it's a first down. That'll be the 5th of the game for Warroad, 2nd of the quarter. Grover hands it off to Rose. He's looking for some room. He's going to be a hit, twisted. He falls forward, but that's going to be a gain of about 4, maybe 5 yards on the play for Zach Rose. Good second effort. He didn't have a lot of room there, and he was able to just twist forward, got an extra yard or 2. We'll give him a gain of 4. He now has 3 yards on 5 carries. It'll be 2nd and 7. Or 2nd and 6, we'll call it. A long 6 for Warroad. 8.5 minutes remaining in this third quarter. Man in motion. Now this time it's a handoff. And looking for some room. Carter Coette tracks him down from behind and tracks down Reeves. And that is going to be a loss of a couple of yards. That'll be a loss of 4. So Reeves now a loss of 5 on 3 carries. Third and 10 That one was a handoff right into the gut of Reeves, who went in motion. 3rd and 10 for Warroad. 7:52 remaining, third quarter. Warroad leading Crookston 9-6 in this Section 8AA matchup. Now in motion from right to left. Going right up the middle is Grover. He breaks a tackle. He's going to be close to the first down marker as he's hauled down. Well, he's going to be a couple yards shy, it looks like. That'll be a gain of about 7 for Grover. And it's going to be 3rd and 3. Or 4th and 3, excuse me. Warroad obviously going to be going for it here. Leading 9-6. Grover out of the shotgun, one back to each side, 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Grover going to keep it right up the middle. He's breaks a tackle. He's going to go in for the touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown run for Liam Grover. He has 80 yards on 11 carries. And the Warroad Warriors take a 15-6 lead. That will be the third first down of the quarter, 6th of the game for Warroad. And 6:55 remaining in the third quarter. Now the extra point kick is up and through the uprights for Gavin Anderson. And Warroad takes a 16-6 lead with 6:55 remaining. We'll take a 1-minute break. We'll be back right after this.
All of us love sports, but not all sports are created equal. College sports have big budgets, dedicated alumni networks, and corporate sponsorships. Professional sports have even deeper pockets, millionaire owners, lucrative TV and radio deals, and merchandise sales. High school sports have you. Everyone agrees high school sports give us plenty of reasons to cheer. And now's a great time for us to give back. Supporting your hometown high school won't cost you much, but it will go a long way to ensuring the games we love the most are here to stay. Minnesota high school sports. They're good for our kids, good for our community, and best of all, they're good for you.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
After the Warroad touchdown, they lead 16-6. Liam Grover, an 11-yard run, capped a nice drive. That was a short drive, but they were able to punch it in. Chilly night, coolest night we've had so far this high school football season. 47 degrees right now. 12 mile an hour wind. Humidity 72%. Sure doesn't feel like it though. And so things have cooled down, but still hasn't been a bad football season. There's no doubt about that so far. A little bit of a breeze, gusting up to over 20 at times. The wind is at the back of the Warroad here as they're going north to south. Left to right as we look down at the field from the press box. End over end kick is going to be taken. Well, it goes through the hands of Hansen, and then wisely just jumping on top of it will be the Pirates, and we have some pushing and shoving there by both teams, and there's another one. And the Pirates, well, Carter Coette has just been ejected. And if that is the case, that is worst case scenario for the Pirates. You hear one of the Pirate players saying that's exactly what they wanted. So on unsportsmanlike, and is that the second on Coette? That's why he's being ejected.
Yep. There were 2 of them on Coette, and he has been disqualified.
Yep, so the second ejection, or the second personal foul, you are ejected. So Coette will be done for the rest of the evening, and that is a huge blow to the Pirates, both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively. And you heard one of the Pirate players say that's exactly what they wanted. And so Coët is done for the evening. 6:52 remaining. That is a 15-yard penalty on the unsportsmanlike conduct. That is the second unsportsmanlike on the Pirates. Both of them have been on Coët. That'll be 5 penalties for 45 yards now. And Crookston will have to start this drive at their own 15-yard line. So their own 15. And the Pirates will try to run it off to the right side, and that'll be a gain of about 2, maybe 3 yards. And there is an injured Warrior down, but it looks like he is getting up, and we're happy to say he is going to jog off on his own power. So Lubinsky is in at quarterback. He's going to stay there now, obviously, for the rest of the game. And who ran that one, Tyler?
That was Lionel Luna.
So Luna gets the carry of about 3 yards on the play for Lionel. He has 5 yards on 4 carries. And it'll be 2nd down and 7 for the Pirates. Now the ball is fumbled, and it's still loose. Everybody diving for it, and Warroad saying they have it, and they do. Oh, man. The Pirates fumbled the ball on the second play. And it'll be a Warroad ball. With 6:15 remaining in this third quarter. 16-6, Warroad leading. And they would love to take they already have a 2-score lead. They would love to take possibly a 3-score lead here early, halfway through this third quarter, as they'll have it 1st and 10 at the Pirates' 16-yard line. $6:15 remaining. Out of the shotgun will be Grover. He's looking over the defense. Now they're going to have a substitution here. So one of the receivers, that's going to be, Grover will fire over the middle. It undershoots the intended receiver, Billingsley. Boy, Grover and Billingsley have not been on the same page here in this game. They've thrown to Billingsley 3 times. All 3 have been, either short, off the mark. And he is the leading receiver with 9 coming into the game here through the first 5 games. So an incomplete pass. The first one of the quarter for Grover. $6:12 left. Third quarter of play. Warroad leading 16-6. Out of the shotgun again is Grover. Norris goes in motion. He'll get the shovel pass. He has an opening along the far sideline. He's going to get close to the first down marker. It looks like he has it. And that'll be a shovel pass of about 11, possibly 12 yards. We'll give him 12 on the play. And it'll be another first down. That is the 4th one of the quarter for Warroad. And it'll be 1st and goal for the Warriors. Splitting out to the near sideline will be the receiver, Hoffman. Now going in motion. And Grover fakes the handoff. He's going to go right up the middle. Breaks 2, 3, maybe even 4 tackles. He spins into the end zone from 6 yards out. And Grover gets his 2nd touchdown in less than a minute with 5:59 remaining in this third quarter. And Grover with a 6-yard touchdown run. Again, his 2nd within 56 seconds. And on to kick the extra point will be Gavin Anderson. Anderson, the freshman. The snap is good. The kick is wide left. No good. And the Warroad Warriors lead the Crookston Pirates 22-6. 5:59 left in the third quarter of play. We'll take a break. We'll be back right after this 1-minute timeout.
All of us love sports. But not all sports are created equal. College sports have big budgets, dedicated alumni networks, and corporate sponsorships. Professional sports have even deeper pockets. Millionaire owners, lucrative TV and radio deals, and merchandise sales. High school sports have you. Everyone agrees high school sports give us plenty of reasons to cheer. And now's a great time for us to give back. Supporting your hometown high school won't cost you much, but it will go a long way to ensuring the games we love the most are here to stay. Minnesota high school sports. They're good for our kids, good for our community, and best of all, they're good for you.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
We're going to have the Warroad kickoff with Warroad leading by a score of 22-6. Liam Grover, 2 touchdowns, 56 seconds apart here in the third quarter. And it's going to be a low kick, going to be fielded by the Pirates. That's Tegan Lubinsky. Breaks a tackle. He has an opening along the far sideline to the 50, to the 45. And then he's tripped up along the far sideline at about the 43-yard line. And there's a spark the Pirates needed on special teams with a beautiful return by Tegan Lubinsky. So Tegan will bring the Pirates all the way up to the Warroad. They're going to mark it at the 45. We have 5:51 remaining in the third quarter of play. The Pirates are without Carter Coette, who received a second personal foul penalty and was ejected from the game. So now you're back to who started your first 4 games of the season. Tegan Lubinsky at quarterback. And he will fake the handoff. He's going to be hit, and he is hit for a loss of about 3 yards on the play. So Tegan, a loss of 5 yards on 2 carries. That'll be second down and 13 as the Pirates moving the wrong way. Second and 13, man in motion for the Pirates. They're going to hand it off to Luna, and he's going to be hit in the backfield. Coming up and making the tackle, almost untouched there for the Warroad Warriors. That was Kyler Lean with the tackle for a loss, and that is going to be a loss of about 5 yards on the play. Looking over to the sidelines, Coach Labarski wants a timeout. We're going to take one as well. 4:35 remaining in this third quarter. Warroad leading Crookston 22-6 on the Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. We'll keep it here on the stream, but we'll be back on the radio right after this timeout. Beltram is leading 36-0, 4 minutes into the second quarter. They haven't had a game within 4 scores at the end of the first quarter all year. Taking a quick look at the Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. The Fertile Beltrami Falcons, all they do is continue to roll. They lead Norman County Eastdale and Hitterdall 36-0. 8 minutes left in the first half there. Foston and Park Christian, they're tied at 12 apiece. 5 minutes left in the first half. Foston having a successful move down to 9-man football. They've had picked up their first win in a long time. And now there is a quarterback sack as Tegan Lubinsky is brought down. In on the tackle was a bunch of Warriors, but one of them, let's see if I can, is that 62?
Yes.
Yep. So that was a sack for the Warriors. Carter Jensen, the 5'8", 210-pound junior, coming up with the sack, and that is a loss of 8 yards for Tegan Lubinsky. He now has a loss of 13. And now the snap on the punt attempt is through the hands of Shockman, and he just kicks it out of the back of the end zone. And that is going to be a safety. And there is an injured Warrior on the play, getting up slowly. Well, Shockman, he was told, I'm sure, if it's deep in our own territory, you're not able to pick it up, you have somebody running at you, which he did. If he would have tried to pick it up, he would have been hit. And Warroad would have had a short field and a chance to score 6, 7, 8 points. Instead, they get 2 on this play, but there is a penalty flag on the field. Obviously, if it's against Crookston, Warroad's going to decline it. And we're waiting for the official to give the call. And we're still waiting here. And the penalty is against the Pirates. It is declined, of course. And it is a safety. So Warroad, this might be a first. I don't know if I've ever seen 2 safeties in a game against the one team. And Warroad will score their second safety of the game with 3:46 left in the third quarter.
In the same end zone, nonetheless.
Yeah. So the safety makes it a 24-0 or 24-6 lead. And well, it's looking like this will be the last game on this field, and good riddance at this point. Pirates, of course, the Crookston School District community, they voted to pass a referendum for a multi-use complex, which will be used for Pirate football, Pirate boys and girls soccer, be used for possibly Pirate softball. You'll have track and field. You'll have gym classes. The community will be able to use it. It'll be an artificial turf field just out back of the Crookston High School, which will be extremely nice, having the locker rooms right there and the school right there. And we're looking forward, hopefully, to have that ready for next football season. And we're ready to go. The end-over-end kick is going to be taken by the Warriors. That's Rose along the far sideline, breaks a tackle, gets to the outside, and then he's knocked out of bounds at about the 30, just shy of the 30-yard line. The 2 players that were involved in the collision are getting up a little slow. That was a hard hit. But both get up and are jogging up on their own power. And in on the tackle, looks like the Pirates had Ashton Shockman in on the tackle, the kicker. First down and 10 for Warroad. They do have that short field with that safety. The Pirates kick off from their own 20-yard line, 3:38 remaining. They start at the Crookston 35-yard line. Grover out of the shotgun, fires over to the near sideline. The ball is caught by the receiver looking for some room, and as he went to cut, he is tripped up, and a flag is thrown on the play as well. So that was Hoffman, his third reception of the season. That'll be close to a first down, but we have to wait to see what the penalty flag is. It's going to be holding against Warroad, so that'll bring it back. They did mark it at the 28-yard line, so that's going to be a passing play to Hoffman that'll be a 7-yard passing play to Hoffman. And then a 10-yard penalty from that spot. Five penalties for 50 yards for Warroad. So officially, a 7-yard passing play, then a 10-yard penalty. It'll be first down and 13. Out of the shotgun is Grover. He drops back, fires a pass as a receiver. Hoffman, it's off his fingertips. It was a little behind him, and an incomplete pass.
Pass intended for number 9, Caden Hoffman.
Second down and 13 for the Warriors as they lead 24-6, looking for that second win of the season, but more importantly, their first section win of the year. Warroad, they had the tough task of taking on the number 1 ranked Barnesville last week, and they have bounced back nicely here, and it seems like they've been getting stronger as the game has gone along. Grover out of the shotgun, has Norris in motion, little shovel pass. Norris looking for some space, has a blocker in front. He's going to get the first down, and then he's pushed out of bounds inside the 30, down to around the 25, inside the 25. We'll see where they officially mark it there. So the 38 is where the ball was at, and they're going to mark it at the 24. So that'll be a 14-yard shovel pass. And it'll be first down and 10 for Warroad. That is their 6th first down of the quarter. Now in motion again, a shovel pass to Norris. This time he's going to try to go to the right side. This time the Pirates are ready, coming up to make the ankle tackle there. That looks to be...
That was Lionel Luna in on the stop.
No, that's not Luna. Is that Romero or is that Hamry? Yeah, it looks like Hamry. So Hamry, I think Luna was there at the first, but Hamry was able to bring him down. That'll be a gain of 1. Now Grover breaks a tackle, stiff arms. He has an opening along the near sideline. He's going to go in, touchdown. Grover with his 3rd touchdown of the quarter, all within 5 minutes. 2:09 remaining. And Grover goes in. How long was that one, Cam? 24 yards for Liam Grover, who has taken over the quarter and the game with his 3rd touchdown run and 5 minutes of clock time. Now the snap is a little high, and it's going to be coming through and whipping him down is Ashton Schockman. He's had some nice tackles, and he did not skip a beat there. He came right through and was able to make the tackle. The extra point kick fails on the high snap. And the Warroad Warriors, though, they lead with 2:09 remaining in this 3rd quarter of play. It's Warroad 30, Crookston 6. The Warroad kickoff coming up right after this 30-second timeout. You're watching Crookston Pirate Activities on the KROX live stream. It's brought to you in part by Riverview Health, American Crystal Sugar Company, CHS Egg Services, Christian Brothers Ford, Bremer Bank, Grove Mechanical, Crookston Eye Clinic and Foston Eye Clinic, Crookston Valley Co-op, Hugo's Family Marketplace, United Valley Bank, the Benedictine Living Community, Villa St. Vincent, Ottertail Power Company, Crookston School District, Cess Vanderhoff, Andy Oman State Farm, the City of Crookston, and Tri-Valley Head Start, all bringing you Crookston Pirate Activities on the KROX live stream. 2 minutes, 9 seconds left in the third quarter of play. Warroad not being very gracious guest here on homecoming. And they're doing their job. They lead 30-6. And Crookston, unfortunately, this third quarter has gotten away from them. It was a 9-6 lead at halftime for Warroad, but it's been all Warroad here with 3 touchdowns and a safety. Now I don't know if that was a planned onside kick or not, but the kick is going to be recovered by the Pirates. Jumping on top of it for Crookston is Daniel Jaime, the junior. Johnny on the spot there. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Pirates at the 48-yard line, and Crookston needs to get something going here offensively. It has been a struggle. Carter Coette, he received 2 personal foul penalties. He was ejected. He will have to miss the first half of next week's game as well against number 1 ranked Barnesville. Underneath center is Tegan Lubinsky. He's going to drop back. He'll keep it, and not much room. He maybe gets a yard on the play. Lubinsky, he has a loss of 12 on 4 carries. Well, another close one for the East Grand Forks Green Wave. Morris beats East Grand Forks 15-14. Morris with the victory. That could be a semifinal matchup in the Section 8-3A tournament. Now the handoff, left side, Luna. He breaks a tackle, spins across the 45, still going, keeping those feet all the way up to the 42-yard line. And that will be in about an 8-yard gain for Luna. Nice hard run by Lionel. He now has 8 yards on 6 carries. Actually, he's going to get a 9-yard carry there, as that'll be a first down. And even if the Pirates don't win this game, they need to get something going here positively, because you're going to have your toughest opponent of the season next week, hands down. Nowhere close as anybody else. Now it'll be Lubinsky. Hand off to Luna again. He lowers his shoulder, runs over a tackler, but the tackler takes him down, and that's going to be a gain of 1 on the play for Luna. He now has 10 yards on 7 carries. And Morris, they beat East Grand Forks 15-14. Double overtime, Goodrich Grigla beat Kitson County Central 16-8. Pretty good games there so far that are finals. Lubinsky underneath center. Warroad blitzing once again. He fumbles the snap, looking to scramble. Is able to get away from a couple defenders, but then he's finally brought down, and that'll be a loss of 2 on the play for Tegan Lubinsky. So it'll be 3rd and about 11. And that is the end of the third quarter of play. The end of the quarter, it's the Warroad Warriors 30, Crookston 6 on the Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. We'll be back with the fourth quarter right after this 1-minute timeout.
All of us love sports, but not all sports are created equal. College sports have big budgets, dedicated alumni networks, and corporate sponsorships. Professional sports have even deeper pockets, millionaire owners, lucrative TV and radio deals, and merchandise sales. High school sports have you. Everyone agrees high school sports give us plenty of reasons to cheer. And now's a great time for us to give back. Supporting your hometown high school won't cost you much, but it will go a long way to ensuring the games we love the most are here to stay. Minnesota high school sports. They're good for our kids, good for our community, and best of all, they're good for you.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
Well, just got an update from, I'm assuming, the official at the game, Wayne Folkers. And he said Morris won 15-14. They went for two with 4 seconds left and got it. They scored on a 38-yard pass and went for two to win 15-14 to spoil East Grand Forks' homecoming. Now the handoff over to the far side and getting upended on the run. I believe that was Parker Kelly. And Kelly, he'll get his first carry of the game. And that's going to be a gain of about 7 yards. So it'll be 4th down, and we'll call it a long 3 for the Pirates. Underneath center is Lubinski. He has a back in the backfield. He's going to hand it off left side. There is no room there. Warroad comes up with a stop, and the Pirates are going to turn it over on downs. Warroad stacked that up. That's actually going to be a loss of about a yard on the play for Luna. And it'll be Warroad ball. Let's take a look here at some other scores. Cook County. Cook County, they beat Cass Lake Bena 62-6. I'm not laughing at that. I just got a text saying that the officials were great at the East Grand Forks game from one of the officials. Of course they were good. 1st down and 10 for Warroad. They lead 30-6, 11:15 remaining in the game. Now the handoff goes right side, breaking through some tacklers and getting a 1st down. Boy, that was some nifty running there by the Warriors. And I'm trying to see, they never want to turn around. That was Rose, I believe. Yes, it was. So Zach Rose will get a carry of 11 yards. He has 14 yards on 6 carries now. So we'll be updating some scores here throughout the rest of the game, and we'll run through all the ones that we have in our post-game show, of course. Grover out of the shotgun. He looks over, has 2 receivers to his left, fakes the shovel pass, hands it off to Rose. Rose has an opening. He's at the 50, to the 40, to the 35, to the 30, and he's going to be taken down at the 25-yard line. And that is going to be a 30-yard run for Rose. 44 yards on 7 carries. And another 1st down for the Warriors. Boy, Cook County. They came into the game against Cass Lake Bena with 1 win. Cass Lake Bena also 1-4, and Cook County wins 62-6. So the Warriors break out of the huddle. Grover out of the shotgun. As 2 receivers split out to the far side. He'll hand it off right up the middle, bouncing it out to the outside with some room. Another 1st down on a big carry there for Warroad's Logan Broadshaw, a 5'8", 180-pound sophomore. Broadshaw will get a gain of about 15 yards on the play there. And another 1st down. And it's 1st down and goal for Warroad. Looking to take a 30-point lead with under 9 minutes left in the game. Warriors trying to win their 2nd game, 1st section game of the year. Now the handoff, this time going left side, is Bradshaw, and he'll be taken down inside the 5, down to about the 4-yard line. So that'll be a 6-yard carry.
21 yards on 2 carries. You knew coming in Grover was going to be a tough guy to handle, and that's proven to be the case here, especially in this third quarter. Warroad will break out of the huddle. Grover out of the shotgun. He has Rose to his left. One receiver, or actually two, split out to the near side. Handoff goes to Rose. He is upended as he tries to leap over one of the Pirates. And Luna was the one that tripped him up, and that is going to be no gain on the play for Rose. And tomorrow on KROX, we'll have Coach's Corner at 9 a.m. Recap the week that was and the week that's coming up. Preview that. We will also have the Twins. Game 1 of the American League Divisional Series, 2:45 the pregame, 3:45 the first pitch from Houston. And then after that, we'll have Gopher football as they take on Michigan. And Big Ten play at Huntington Bank Stadium in Dinkytown. Out of the shotgun, handoff goes to Rose. He's going to break it off to the near side. He's going to go in for the touchdown. A 4-yard touchdown run for Rose. Now 36-6 the lead for Warroad. 7:06 left. Zach Rose with his first touchdown of the evening on the 4-yard run. And now Anderson on to kick the extra point. The snap this time is a good one. The kick, that is good as well through the uprights. And Anderson gets the extra point kick, and Warroad leads 37-6. 37-6 with 7:06 remaining. And we'll be back with the kickoff right after this timeout on KROX Radio. We'll keep it here during the stream on KROX. Perham 35-7. After the timeout, Warroad ready to kick it off, leading 37-6. It's hard to believe it was 9-6 at halftime, but it's been all Warroad here in the second half. Pirates had one player ejected in the game for 2 personal foul penalties. That same player will have to miss the first half of next week's game as well. So that didn't help things, that's for sure. Now on to kickoff will be the Warriors. It's going to take a little bounce. Going to be scooped up by the Pirates at the 30, backed up to the 35, and it'll be first down and 10 for the Pirates at their own 35-yard line. .7:01 remaining in the game. 37-6 is the score. Some other finals. Perham beat Thief River Falls 35-7. Again, Morris area with 4 seconds left scores on a touchdown. Goes for 2 at Tabetes Grand Forks 15-4. The Cook County beat Cass Lake Bena 62-6. Those are some of the finals that we have already here this evening. Dilworth Glendon Felton, number 7th ranked Class 3A team, is leading number 4 ranked Detroit Lakes in 4A, 14-0. Halfway through the second quarter of play there. So if that score stands true, Barnesville beat Dilworth, Glen, and Felton. Dilworth, Glen, and Felton beat Detroit Lake, so AA is better than 3A and 4A. It's not how it works, but we're going to go with it. Now they run right up the middle for Lubinski. Gets across the 40 up to the 42-yard line, and that's going to be a gain of about 8 yards on the play for Tegan Lubinski. And we're going to give Tegan 8 yards. He has a loss of 6 on 6 carries now. First or second down and 2 for Crookston. Well, the student body is pretty much dissipated here as they're getting ready for the homecoming dance. But they stayed longer than they did last year, that's for sure. Now the flag is thrown, and that is probably going to be coming back on a legal procedure. So that'll be a 5-yard penalty against the Pirates. 6:13 remaining, 37-6. If you're wondering, running time is 35 points, so we are 4 points shy of that. So the Pirates will move back 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and long now instead of 2nd and short. See if we can find some other AA scores. Let's see. Any of interest here? Barnesville leading Park Rapids 36-0 at halftime. Now rolling out to the far side is Lubinski. He's going to be hit, and that's going to be a loss of 3, possibly 4 on the play. Tegan had nowhere to go, and that'll be a loss of 3. So Barnesville on their way to their 6th win of the season, leading Park Rapids 36-0 at halftime. Class A, Wadena Deer Creek leading Walker Hackensack Akeley 7-0. That's a AA matchup. Breckenridge leading New York Mills 14-0. Staples Motley leading Parker's Prairie 14-0. So 3rd and 10. Lubinski gonna dump a little pass over the defender, and that's gonna maybe get back to the line of scrimmage. And that was Luna. Oh, we're gonna give him a yard for Luna, and that is gonna be a pass. Lubinski, he is 2-2 here in the game. Fourth down and 9. Pirates going for it here with 4:12 remaining. The clock winding down. Goette gonna pitch it out to Luna. Oh, and it goes through his hands, and Warroad jumps on top of it. That hit him in the wrong spot. Right in the hands. And Luna wasn't able to hold on to it. The Pirates lose another fumble. That is their 3rd lost fumble of the game. And Warroad will have it. 1st down and 10 with 4:04 remaining, leading 37-6. Nine-man football. Fertile Bell Trammy. They are rocking and rolling again. At halftime, they lead Norman County Eastfield and Hitterdal 42-0. Park Christian leads Boston now 28-12 at halftime. Mountain Iron Buell leading Blackduck 44-0 at halftime. Mountain Iron Buell is number 1 in 9-man. So we have Warroad throwing away the 2 deep here, and we're going to the roster. Is Shabernick going to be in at quarterback? He's going to hand it off right side, looking for some room as Rodshog maybe gets a yard on the play. Third carry of the game for Bradshaw. And they're going to give him no gain on the play. So he has 21 yards on 3 carries. Second and 10 for Warroad, taking their time here. They have, looks like, all new players in, at least at the specialty players. Looks like some pretty bright white jerseys on the line as well. Handoff up the gut. There is going to be a flag thrown on the play. So the handoff. It's going to be a 15-yard face mask penalty. I thought that's what it was going to be. And that does not count towards a personal foul penalty as far as getting kicked out. That's a personal foul. They call it personal foul because it's a 15-yard penalty instead of just a glancing 5-yard face mask. So the 15 yards will be assessed on the Pirates. That is their third 15-yarder of the game. First down and 10. That's the fourth first down of the quarter for Warroad. Shavernick out of the shotgun, hands it off to Bradshaw. He's carrying tacklers with him across the 20 down to about the 18, and that'll be a gain of maybe a yard. He got the handoff deep, and we'll give him credit for a yard on the play. $25 yards on 5 carries for Bradshaw. Second and 9 for Warroad with 2:24 remaining. Two receivers out to the near side, 2 to the far side. Shavernick out of the shotgun. Has a back right to his left. Now over to his right. That's Monty Cole, the freshman. And Cole gets the handoff, and he is going to be hit right away. That's going to be a loss of 3 on the play. So that'll be a loss of 3 for Cole. Minute 40 remaining. So only a few plays left. Warroad getting a bunch of new players in. Crookston with a bunch of new players in as well. As you'd expect, both coaches. Good guys. Good. Don't want to run up the score. First and foremost, you don't want to get an injury this late in the season either. Hand off to Bradshaw. He's going to get a gain of maybe a yard on the play. It's been tough running for Bradshaw here. The last 2 carries, he's had a gain of 1. Fourth and 12. And we're down to under a minute remaining in the ball game. Warroad leading 37-6 over the Crookston Pirates. It was the Liam Grover show in the third quarter. He had 3 touchdowns, an 11-yard, 6-yard, and 24-yard touchdown. Blew open a 9-6 game at halftime. Now the handoff goes left side, and Bradshaw will get a gain of about 3 yards on the play. And on the tackle, Grady Kingberg, a freshman for the Pirates, and 22.1 seconds left. And Warroad, they're they finally get the ball in. That's what they've been waiting for. That was a turnover on downs, and the Pirates will have the ball. And Crookston wants a timeout. 22.1 seconds remaining. Crookston wants a timeout, and they're going to talk things over about what they're going to do on their last couple of plays of the game. Coming up in the post-game show, we will talk with the head coach of the Crookston Pirates, Coach Nate Labarski. We'll run through the game stats. We'll take a look at our draft sports bar and grill scoreboard update and more. That's all going to be coming up here in the post-game show. Again, on the schedule for tomorrow, we have Coach's Corner live from the Irishman Shanty. That will start at 9 a.m. And then we'll have Minnesota Twins baseball and the the American League Divisional Series. Game 1 of the best of 5 series, and that will be against Houston. The Twins did beat Houston 4 out of the 6 times during the regular season. They will be facing Justin Verlander tomorrow. 2:45 the pregame, 3:45 will be the first pitch, and it sounds like they're going to have Ober pitching for the Twins. And then after that, we will have Gopher football. They play Michigan at 6:30. We'll join that after Twins baseball. Levinsky's going to hand it off left side after the timeout. And that'll be a gain of about 6, maybe 7 plays for Luna. Or yards, I should say, not plays. That'll be an 8-yard gain for Luna. He has 17 yards on 9 carries, and that is the ball game. The Warroad Warriors will get their first section win of the year. They get their second win of the season as they are now 2-4. The Crookston Pirates will drop to 0-6 on the year, and Crookston will have their toughest opponent of the season coming up when they take on Barnesville next Friday. That is a 7 o'clock game. If you looked at your schedules originally, it was scheduled for a 6 o'clock. Barnesville said it'll be a 7 o'clock start at Barnesville. We'll have it right here on KROX, 6:20 the pregame. 7 o'clock will be the kickoff, and what will be the toughest task of the season for the Pirates. Warroad on the flip side, they will be hosting Hawley in their final home game of the regular season, looking to get a win there and get that third win. That should about do it as far as the game. Again, the final score, 37-6. Warroad broke it open. It was 9-6 at halftime. They score 4 touchdowns in the second half. They also added a safety, and they come away with a 37-6 victory. We'll take a break. We'll be back with the post-game show. Talk with Coach Nate Labarski. Take a look at the stats and the scoreboard update. That's all coming up next, right here on KROX Radio and the KROX live stream.
Shopping for groceries is easier than ever with Hugo's Family Marketplace. To simplify life, Hugo's offers convenient online shopping with delivery or curbside pickup at gohugos.com. Even better, shop on the go with the Hugo's Family Marketplace smartphone app. Download e-coupons, recipes, grocery lists, weekly ads, and place your grocery order right from your phone. Save time and save big with Hugo's Family Marketplace, your hometown grocer since 1939.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
Come see the Crookston or Foston Eye Clinic for all your eye care needs. Whether you're due for an eye exam, looking for new contact lenses, glasses, need cataract surgery, or anything else eye-related, Doctors Forget, Smith, and Genedetta are all accepting new patients. They offer a wide array of glasses, contacts, and sunglasses. Need specialized eyewear for a specific activity? From specific ski or snowmobile goggles to performance sunglasses for running or cycling to a full spectrum of specialty tents and eyewear for trap shooters, the Crookston or Foston Eye Clinic can help maximize your visual performance for whatever your passion is.
Hello, this is Lindsay Erdman, Executive Director at Benedictine Living Community Crookston. Over the years, we have seized the opportunity to make changes and improve the services that we offer. Healthcare has taken on a very distinct evolution, focusing on post-acute, short stay, and return to home. It is our privilege to continue to serve our community with continuum of care ranging from assisted living, memory care, post-acute, short stay, and extended care. We are so grateful for the support of Crookston and the surrounding communities. In this season of giving and reflection, please know how very proud Benedictine Living Community of Crookston is to serve our community.
This is my farm.
Don't come out here and tell me what I need.
I need solutions that work and market options that are worth my time.
Small town support that sees the bigger picture.
A global network that empowers us. A co-op that's there for us every day.
Welcome back to the postgame show as we take a look at the stats. First of all, we'll take a look at the individual stats and just tallying a few more up here. And the Warroad Warriors I had them for 174 yards on the ground. And they also had, let's see here, 20, 34, 35. They had 55 yards passing, and that is a total of 229 yards total offense. Liam Grover, 11 carries for 80 yards, including 3 touchdowns. Zach Rose had 8 carries for 44 yards. Ben Norris had 5 for 29. Reeves had 3 for a loss of 5. Broadshog had 7 carries for 29 yards, and Cole had 1 for a loss of 3. Now 174 yards on the ground, and through the air. I didn't add up they were 5 of 11 passing for 20 yards in the first half. In the second half, they were 5 of 7 passing in the second half, and that would make it 10 of 18. And for a total of 55 yards, 45 of those were on shovel passes to Norris. Moen had the other reception, a 10-yard reception before he fumbled, and then it was recovered by Norris, who had his longest run for 12 yards after that fumble recovery. So that was the stats there. As we take a look at the Pirate stats, Carter Coet had 5 carries for 2 yards. Tegan Lubinsky had 7 carries for a loss of 9. Lionel Luna had 9 for 17 yards. Parker Kelly had 1 for 7, and Romero had 2 for 3 yards. The Pirates only had 20 yards rushing. They had 8 at halftime. And the passing department, the Pirates were, let's see here, I had them for, is that right? 1 of 3 in the second half. So that would make it 4 of 13 in the game. There was 1 interception. Luna had the only reception of the second half for 1 yard, so that would make it 92 yards passing, 20 yards rushing, and 112 yards total offense for the Pirates. Other team stats, Crookston had 4 first downs, 3 of those in the second quarter. Warroad, they had 3 first downs in the second quarter. I had them for 6 in the third, and then 4 in the fourth. They had 12 total. Crookston, 7 penalties for 65 yards. Warroad had 5 for 50. The Pirates fumbled 3 times. They lost all 3. Warroad fumbled once and lost that. Actually, they fumbled twice and lost 1 of them. And then you had interceptions. The Pirates threw 1. Warroad threw 1. Punts. It was Ashton Schockman, 4 punts for 109 yards. While Warroad's Grover punted 3 times for 116 yards. There was only 1 punt in the second half of the game. The score was 9-6 at halftime. Warroad started the game with a safety with 8:28 remaining after the Pirates were backed up at their 5-yard line after a interception? Yeah, it was interception. They're at the 5-yard line. They lose 4 yards on the first play, then lose a yard on the next play, and Warroad gets the safety. Then in the second quarter, Warroad's Ben Norris on a 5-yard run. The Gavin Anderson kick was good with 6:20 left in the second quarter. It was a 9-0 lead. But then the Pirates, with 6.4 seconds left, they had a 50-yard pass they just went deep down the near sideline. They found Tate Hamry for a 15-yard reception. And then Carter Coet found Tegan Lubinsky for a 37-yard touchdown. And the extra point pass failed. Crookston trailed 9-6 at halftime. Things were looking pretty positive. But then about halfway through the third quarter, Liam Grover had an 11-yard touchdown. Less than a minute later, he scores a 6-yard touchdown. Then Warroad gets a safety to take a 24-6 lead, and then Grover with 2:09 left in the quarter scores on a 24-yard run, and Warroad led 30-6. So Grover scored 3 touchdowns, adding a safety in there as well, within a span of 4 minutes and 46 seconds. Warroad blew the game open from a 9-6 lead to a 30-6 lead. And that is a look at the stats and the scoring. We have Coach Nate Labarski joining us now here in the press box. And again, Coach Labarski, you had to be pretty happy with how your team responded in that second quarter. You trailed, you gave up that safety in the first quarter, but defensively played a very solid first quarter.
I mean, the defense played extremely well in the first quarter. We were able to stop the run. We played the edge runs pretty well, and we were really happy with it.
Second quarter, they were able to score the first offensive points of the game on a 5-yard run, and took advantage of a short field there and was able to punch it in to take a 9-0 lead. And then late in the half, you put together a 50-yard pass and then a 37-yard pass, just like you drew it up, I'm sure, and you're able to score and get within a 9-6 deficit. But what a job there by your team to finish strong.
Yeah, they just, kids made some plays. To be honest with you, this is probably not exactly how we drew up the routes, but, sometimes plays break down, and Tegan did a nice job of, maintaining where he was at and coming back to the football, and then was able to make a play with his legs to get us in the end zone.
And was when you were at your own 13-yard line, were you thinking of maybe just taking a knee, or were you thinking the whole time we're going to go for it and see if we can move it down the field?
Well, we were trying to get Tate the ball a little bit on the outside. We weren't very successful when we were going into the wind, but we thought we had some opportunity there just simply because of his size and who was playing out there. So we were going to take some shots and see what we got.
Well, you're able to get those shots, and then Lubinski, he catches the pass, makes a nice move, breaks a tackle, and then goes in for the touchdown. And that was just a nice play by Tegan.
Yeah, it was. Like I said, he kind of came back to the ball, or was positioned himself and made himself available, and then was able to do something after the catch.
What were your thoughts at halftime, trailing 9-6 with momentum? It seemed like in your favor.
Yeah, I thought, it was, we were certainly, it's going to be a good ball game in the second half. We needed to try to get to the edge, or maybe loosen some things up a little bit, and maybe throw some short balls. But they were bringing pressure, and we were trying to figure it out.
The third quarter, Warroad and Liam Grover took over the game. Grover scored 3 touchdowns in a matter of just under 5 minutes. They also had a safety in there after a botched snap on a punt attempt, and things got ugly for the Pirates pretty quick.
Yeah, they did. He's a good runner. He's patient. He's really patient with that back there, and quite honestly, the patience allowed us to get upfield a little bit too far, and then we get caught, and he's a good enough runner to then make you pay when we kind of run past the area where we could tackle him. So it's hard to. He makes you be disciplined, and when you make a mistake, he's finding a hole.
And offensively for you weren't able to get a long sustained drive, which didn't help either.
No, it didn't help, and it certainly didn't help our defense. I mean, we're now putting them in rough situations. We had a punt that didn't go well, and all of a sudden it's a short field again. So yeah, those things kind of mounted up on our defense because our offense wasn't able to get going.
Then you lose a player with a second personal foul penalty, and obviously he's an important player to you, and that was a tough one for the Pirates to handle as well.
Yeah, that's a tough one on multiple levels. We don't ever want to see that with our player, and he's an important player to us, and now all of a sudden we don't have him, and we have we're now at kind of a our hands are tied a little bit because Tegan is still a little bit injured, and did a nice job of stepping in there and being able to play some quarterback, but it was certainly not how we drew it up for sure.
That's for sure. Then the fourth quarter, again, just couldn't really get much going. Warroad was able to punch one in with 7:06 left in the game to take that 37-6 lead, and obviously a tough one here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, we need to clean up a fair amount of things, and I mean, some of it's football, and some of it's how we relate to each other, as far as the team goes, and that's a little bit disheartening right now because we are getting towards the end of the season and supposed to be getting ready for playoffs, and we need to figure some things out as a team, and both on the football field and off.
Well, you get ready now to face your toughest opponent of the season, number 1 ranked Barnesville, the defending state champions. Last I saw, they were up big on Park Rapids at halftime, and I guess no surprise, Barnesville is number 1 for a reason.
Yeah, I mean, they're good. They're solid. They run their stuff, and they're running their stuff since second grade. And I mean, they're going to do it. They don't care if you know what they're going to do. They're going to put their guys out there, and they feel as though, and probably rightfully so, their guys are better than yours. So, there won't be a whole lot of surprises in what they run, but they are definitely a good football team and top of the state for a reason.
They're leading. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. They're leading Park Rapids 52-0 as they get ready to start the fourth quarter. So, but Barnesville, they're the real deal, and you got to be ready to play them. And then you have Hawley just the following Wednesday. So it's hard to believe we're already a week and a half left in the regular season. Yeah,
it's a lot of times, even as coaches, but kids don't realize that when you're in the start of the season in August and it's warm, that it does go by in a flash once you start that regular season going, especially, these last few games in the regular season. All of a sudden gets cold out, and you were warm about a month and a half ago, or maybe a week ago for us. Yeah. But yeah, no, it's coming quickly to an end of the regular season.
Coach, thanks for talking with us. Hopefully it'll be a great week of practice, getting ready for Barnesville, and we'll talk to you then.
Yeah, thanks, Chris.
That is the head coach of the Crookston Pirates, Coach Nate Lebarski, joining us here in the post-game show. We thank him for coming up. We'll take a break. We'll be back, and we will take a look at our Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. That's going to be coming up next as we continue the post-game show as the Warroad Warriors get their second win of the year. They improved to 2-4 as the Crookston Pirates will drop to 0-6. As Warroad beats the Pirates 37-6 on Crookston's homecoming. We'll take a break. We'll be back right after this.
It's always growing season here at United Valley Bank. We're focused on growth for our customers and communities, success for farms and businesses, and improvement for ourselves. Partner with us, and you'll see firsthand just how much the right hometown banking team can change your perspective. Together, there's no limit to the heights we can reach.
United Valley Bank, our roots make us stronger.
Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Harvest is more than the act of reaping what you've sown. It's the culmination of months of hard effort, along with a few weeks of working 24/7 to bring the crop in. At Sesvanderhof, we're continuously working to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature, so that you can end each harvest on a high note. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sesvanderhof, a passion that grows.
From shoulder to hand, hips to toes, and everything in between, the Riverview Health Orthopedic Team has you covered. With advanced training and joint replacements, upper and lower extremity, spine, foot, and ankle care, you'll be in good hands with Drs. Spinell, Schall, Sekundiak, Stanky, Kim, and Abasi. For appointments, call Riverview Clinic at 218-281-9595.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care. Riverview Health.
With the fall season right around the corner, Grove Mechanical in Crookston is ready to prepare you for winter. They suggest having your heating system serviced regularly to keep things running smoothly. A skilled technician will clean and service your heating equipment to ensure safe and efficient operation. It's never too early to get ready for the upcoming winter season. Before the cold sets in, call Grove Mechanical today, your hometown heating and cooling professionals. Give them a call, 218-281-3863, or visit their website, grovemech.com.
You can make a sweet life right here in the Red River Valley with a career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Our shift schedule offers 14 days off per month, which gives you time for family, friends, the great outdoors, and everything else you enjoy about small town living. Entry-level positions are available, and pay starts around $18 per hour. Apply today at crystalsugar.com and share in our sweet success.
Welcome back to the postgame show as we now take a look at our Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. Draft Sports Bar and Grill, they're open Tuesday through Sundays, starting at 11 a.m. each of those days. They're closed on Mondays, of course. They have a wide variety, a little bit of everything on the menu, including salads, appetizers, entrees, sandwiches, wraps, tacos, pasta, burgers, and desserts. Takeouts and catering also available. We're getting to that time. It is, obviously beet harvest for those after-harvest parties. Getting close to holiday time as well. They have that new party in a meeting room, and beautiful little place there. You can have your parties there, and you can contact them at 281-1183 for those after beet harvest parties and the holiday parties as well. Give them a call, 281-1183. Taking a look at their special tonight. It's almost 9 o'clock, so we'll tell you tomorrow. Saturday night is prime rib from 5 to 9. 10-ounce prime rib, $23. 14-ounce is $28. And Sunday is build your own mac and cheese from 5 to 8. The scores that we have as finals already. It was the final score here. It was Warroad 37, Crookston 6. It was 9-6 at halftime, but it was all Warroad in the second half. Other finals, Morris area scores a touchdown with 4 seconds left in the game. They go for 2 and get it, and they beat East Grand Forks 15-14. Perham beat Thief River Falls 35-7. Goodrich Grigland double overtime beat Kitson County Central 16-8. And Cook County beat Cass Lake Bena 62-8. Other scores that we have on our scoreboard. It is Wadena Deer Creek leading Walker Hackensack Akeley 7-0 as they start the second half there. Barnesville beating up on Park Rapids 52-0. A minute left in the third quarter of that one. Staples Motley leads Parker's Prairie 14-0. As we look for some more scores here, Class A a little slower coming in. Breckenridge leading New York Mills 20-0 in the fourth quarter, early in the fourth quarter of that one. And that's it as far as area scores in Class A. And 9-man, Fertile Trammy leading Norman County Eastdale and Hitterdall. Last update, 49-0 with 8 minutes left in the third quarter there. And then it is, let's see here, any other scores? Park Christian leading Foston 34-20 with a minute left in the third quarter. Mountain Iron Buell leading Black Duck 44-0 at halftime. And Cromwell leading LaPorte 47-0. In Class 3A, we told you that Morris beat East Grand Forks 15-14. Perham over Thief River Falls 35-7. Dilworth, Glendon, Felton, they are leading Detroit Lakes 14-0. And that is about it as far as area scores there. So that gets you caught up to date. In college soccer, it was UMC getting shut out once again as they fall to Northern State by a final score of 3-0. That is about it on our Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. Again, tomorrow, our schedule, 9 a.m., we have Coach's Corner live from the Irishman Shanty, so be listening for that. And then we will have Minnesota Twins baseball, 2:45 the pregame, 3:45 the first pitch as they take on Houston, game 1 of the American League Divisional Series, the best of 5. And then the Twins will also play Sunday, and that is we'll have that right after Vikings football tomorrow, or on Sunday. So we have a couple doubleheaders. We also have Gopher football taking on Michigan. That one could be ugly, but we'll have that. We'll join it right after the Twins game tomorrow. So be listening for that. If you're out in the Holland Beats, we have you covered for your sports coverage throughout the weekend for the Twins, the Vikings, and the Gophers. So be listening for that. That should about do it here on the scoreboard again. Unfortunately, it's still lit up for Pirate fans. It wasn't a happy homecoming as the Warroad Warriors spoil that. The Warroad Warriors beat Crookston 37-6. The final score, Crookston 0-6 on the year. Warroad improves to 2-4. Thanks for listening. And again, tune in next Friday night. We will have more Pirate football. They take on Barnesville. 6:20 will be the pregame show. 7 o'clock will be the kickoff next Friday right here on KROX Radio. And this is the final streaming that we'll do for Pirate football this season because we only do the Pirate home games, and the Pirates will not have a home game in the playoffs. So we thank you for tuning in. We'll still have Pirate volleyball, and then, of course, we'll have on the stream, we'll have some playoff football. We'll have hopefully some section football championship games. Hopefully Crookston can be there. But the likes of the 9-man and 8A will probably have some of those, and maybe even 3A if East Grand Forks can make it. But stay tuned. We'll keep you updated there. We'll also have Pirate home hockey, basketball, and wrestling all winter long on the stream, and, of course, radio coverage as well. The final score, Warroad 37, Crookston 6. Thanks for listening.